World Cup action. Here we go, guys. Just wait for that green light, and we are on. Hey guys, how you going today on BKRsport? Welcome to 4 a.m. in the morning AEST, as we have a big game here between Australia and Fiji in the Rugby League World Cup. Hopefully this is a bit of a better game than we saw in the previous game, which was Samoa versus England, where England obviously deservedly won by a large margin there. They won by what, like 60-6 or something like that. It was ridiculous. Yeah, it was. Hopefully the broadcast is a bit better as well, because if you guys were watching that game, the opening game in Australia, our broadcast got cut off a couple of times there. But yeah, I'm excited for this game, guys. Obviously, I do think Australia win, and I do think Australia win well. But in the same sense, Fiji, you know, they're not a pushover. They're not meant to be a pushover anyway. We didn't think Samoa would be a pushover, but in the same sense, it was always kind of potentially there. We've seen this from Samoa in the past, but Fiji always give it a good go. I don't think necessarily that this is their best team lineup by any means. Obviously, they've still got players that haven't come to this tournament, in the sense of Daniel Saifidi, Jacob Saifidi. You've also got the Sims brothers, Tarek Sims, Ashton Sims, the likes. So yeah, look, there's still a few guys out and about that haven't turned up to this tournament, but the fact of the matter is that they've put in a pretty good lineup here. So let's go through the two teams, and then we'll get into the chat and see what you guys are saying. So obviously, guys, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you're new around here. We're probably going to hit 20,000 by the end of this stream, so I appreciate you for hitting that big old subscribe button, and let's get into it. So for Australia here, we've got James Tedesco as the fullback, who is the captain today as well for the Sydney Roosters. You've got Josh Adokar and Murray Talangi on the wings, Valentine Holmes and Latrell Mitchell in the centres, with Cameron Munster and Cherry Evans in the 6 and the 7. So obviously the Queensland halves there. You've got Jake Jabojevic and Tino Fasul Malawi as the front row, and then Ben Hunt as the hooker, Angus Crichton, Jeremiah Nano back row, and then Cameron Murray is the lock. You go to the interchange, Jack Whiten, Paddy Carrigan, Ruben Cotter and Harry Grant, with the 18 and 19 man being Matty Burton and Campbell Graham. So a very good Australian team there. Obviously still players being rested though. Nathan Cleary not there. He'll normally more than likely be in that 7 role. Obviously you'll probably be seeing Regan Kemp Gillard, who was a Parramatta Eels player in the grand final. He's being rested as well due to the grand final. You've got Isaiah Yeo, who would normally be in that lock position. Cameron Murray probably shifts to the back row, where Jeremiah Nanai then comes out of the team. Murray into the back row and Isaiah Yeo into the lock position. So it's not a full strength Australian team by any means, but they should get the job done here, absolutely. And like I said many times beforehand, I wouldn't be surprised if throughout this competition Val Holmes does go to the wing, Murray Talangi drops off, and you put Jack White into the centres, because obviously Mal has put Jack White onto the bench here. Wouldn't surprise me if eventually you do see him more as a consistent role in that centre. Move over to the Fijian team here. A bit of Dosoviti action. We've got Sunya Toruva as the fullback, with Micah Sivo and Mitieli Volkachapani as the wingers. Obviously, Sunya Toruva is the player that played so well for Fiji in that mid-season test against Papua New Guinea. They did lose that game, but Sunya Toruva, that's really where he made a name for himself. Is the backup fullback at the Penrith Panthers to Dylan Edwards. Is obviously not getting a crack when Dylan Edwards is there. He's so good, but he did win the New South Wales Cup with the Panthers New South Wales Cup team. Micah Sivo, obviously no need to explain him. He's a fantastic winger there from the Parramatta Eels. And then you've got Mitieli Volkachapani, who I believe is a Super League player. Didn't have a great game last week. Did not have a great game last week against England. But then again, we saw what England did today as well. So maybe that's just what England are able to provide in this tournament. You've got Semi Valame and Kevin Aguama in the centres. Good to see Kevin Aguama shifting from that 6 role to the 4 role, rather than what we saw in that mid-season test, where he just simply wasn't good in that role. Moves into the centre. He's the captain, and Semi Valame for the Raiders is also in the centres. You're going to City Mothindrecki and Brandon Wakeham in the 6 and 7. Now, this is the most confusing part of this team for me. Obviously, Mothindrecki hasn't played well for them as yet. 6 is really a struggle position for the Fijians ever, realistically. But obviously, Mothindrecki, let's see what he can do today. And then Brandon Wakeham in the backup system for the Bulldogs there. Tui Kamikamitha alongside King Vuniyayawa as the front rowers. And then Apisai Kotasau is the number 9. That is the marquee guy here for Fiji. If he doesn't have a good game, Australia win by 80. If he has a good game, Australia still win, but at least it won't be as bad. BKRmy Kikau is the back row alongside Sia Wong, and then Lamar Manuel Lelavave as the lock there from the Tweedhead Seagulls. You've got Benny Nakumbuai, Taniela Sandrungu, Penioni Tangituimua, and then Jawasa Dorodolangi as the interchange, Natani Masima and Isaac Lume as the 18th and 19th man there. So that is the team lineups there, guys. Looking forward to this game. Obviously, like I said, smack that thumbs up button, subscribe if you're new around here, and let me just get this K up working here so that I can watch the game. But just hopefully hopefully there's no issues with KO this time round, because obviously the last one that we had, there was issues with KO. Not my KO, but there was issues with KO in general. Let me just do this. Let me wait for it to load. Make sure it's all good. And... oh, have I not turned this on here? That's probably why. Sorry guys, it is 4 a.m. in the morning for me, so... even though this is, I have put myself on a schedule where I'm able to stay up to this point, and this is kind of midday for me. This is kind of midday for me. But alright, let's see what you guys say in the chat. James McLaughlin says coming home. I think you guys need to settle down a little bit. I think it was a good result, but in the same sense, it was a result that showed us more about Samoa than it did about England. I did tip England. I thought they would win. I thought that they should have been the favourites. I said this before the game started. I always thought that Samoa still had that in them to lose a game like that, but not that big. That wasn't a result that I was expecting in regards to how big it was. Yeah, it was a good performance by England, but still, when it comes to playing, one of the big teams, I'm still a little bit concerned about how that first 20 minutes did lay out, because the first 20 minutes, obviously, other teams would have put them to bed inside that 20 minutes, so they need to sort that out. But overall, it was a good performance there for England in regards to the score, and they'll take it. Confused by you saying you told me so, as if I didn't say England would win that game. I never had any doubt that England would win that game. Samoa were a hype team. They need to rely on the hype, right? They're an energetic team. Obviously, they didn't get it this game. It's still a long way to go. That's 1 week, 1 game, right? There's still 2 games to go here this World Cup. Group stages, as long as they get into the quarterfinals, anything can happen. So, was it a good performance by Samoa? Absolutely not. Do they need to get rid of Matt Parrish? Absolutely. But are they done yet? Absolutely not. And England definitely haven't won nothing yet. They have not won nothing yet. Riley Caffey says, let's go Aussie. Good luck Fiji. And B.S. Man says, morning all, morning champion. Oya says, 9:03. Hello from Zakynthos in Greece. Hello champion, how you doing? Fiji Islander says, Rue's got no chance. Okay, mate. Okay. Dasmate says, bloody Samoa, Milford's fault. It is Milford's fault. And also, yeah, you thought you got lucky there with Samoa in the sweepstakes, but not so great now. Mexican says, bro, I can only imagine how hard it is for you to cheer through this match considering how you're loyal to both. It is, man. Obviously, I want Fiji to do well, but in the same sense, I am also Australian. Either way, I don't really mind, but I think we all know what the result's going to be here. The thing that's hard, right, is that watching Australia full strength go hard and just absolutely slap it is always really, really fun. But I will say this, it is pouring down rain right now. It is pouring down rain here at Headingley. This is going to be a pretty tough match here, and I think Australia, their forwards are better, and I also think that even though the Australian forwards aren't exactly at its peak in comparison to previous years, I think Australia will lay a platform, and it will take out the likes of Josh Adokar, though, because of the wet weather. It will take out the likes of Josh Adokar, Murray Talangi, hopefully his hands are alright. Tedesco is obviously safe under the high ball anyway, but Fijians obviously aren't necessarily known for having the safest of hands, so it'll be interesting to see how this Fijian team lineup does go today, especially in these wet weather conditions. And, actually, so Headingley is... 1 second here. So, Headingley's in Leeds. Let's go have a look at the weather. Let's go have a look at how cold it is in Leeds right now. Because obviously Fiji, it never, ever is cold, alright? It's 10 degrees in Leeds right now. 10 degrees and raining. It's about to get to 9 degrees Celsius, right? That's a tough one there for the Fijians and Australians, but more so for the Fijians. That is brutal conditions there. One says, I try to tell you Samoa ain't it, but no one wanted to listen. I tipped England again. A lot of people think this I told you so thing makes them look good. No, it makes you look like a bit of a muppet, right? Because it means that you haven't been listening to anything I've been saying. I told you that England would win that game. I predicted England would win that game. I said that they would win that game. You didn't tell me nothing. I already knew that England were the better team there. I already knew that England were more consistent. Samoa are a hype team. It just means that you guys are listening to what you want to hear and not what I'm actually saying. You're listening to your perspective and not actually understanding what I'm actually saying. So this is where you've got to kind of re-understand how I'm putting across my opinion, because most people do understand what I'm saying, but obviously, people like yourself and old mate James don't understand that I literally said England would win that game, and it was pretty obvious to me. That's why at $2.20 odds, I said get on those odds because they should be favourites. Jay Hayes says, Shush, it's too early for Muppetism. Oh, yeah, Lina's a bit of a troll. It's happened many times. Sebastian says, just a tip, we're not fans of I told you comments. Oh, it's easy to put them in the bed though. Charles Hello says, is the Fiji Oz game happening now? It's happening in 20 minutes time. The game will start in 20 minutes. So looking forward to it. One says, no, I'm talking to the Samoan boys in the comments. I think you're talking to me, but now you've been called out. Dazmate says, does this make the Poms Luai's dad? Pretty much, mate. Pretty much. BS Man says, game conditions were good for Samoa. But by the way, don't take offence to it. It's just banter. It's all good fun. Game conditions were good for Samoa. Fell for the hype. No, they weren't. Game conditions weren't good for Samoa at all. That's not meaning that means that, you know, Samoa would have won by any means. But I'm just saying, no, that's not true. That's not true at all. The conditions did not suit Samoa. What was it? It was 12 degrees Celsius and wet weather. What do you mean it was good conditions for Samoa? Unless you're joking, which I've missed maybe. Sebastian Grummer says, imagine having such a wanker of a son as Jerome Luai. I don't think he was the worst player on the field, to be completely honest with you. I think there were definitely worse players on the field overall. But, you know, obviously, he's going to be the one that he's going to get picked on specifically. I understand why as well. Charles Hello says, New Zealand's better than Oz. Okay, well, why don't you go and say that to the last 8 of 9 World Cups that Australia have won. Thanks for coming, big boy. Mwah. Captain Lonely says, Mike Asivo, first try scorer, then Australia 70 unanswered points. Fair enough. I don't think this game's going to be as high scoring as you think. It could still be. It could still be 60 points Australia. It could still be 50 points Australia, right? But in the same sense, the conditions don't suit high scoring footy. And, you know, Fiji is still a tough team. BKRmy Kickout still strong. You know, Seo Wong is a good player coming through. Lamar Lilavave, he's got a good repertoire he's got a good reputation at the Tweedhead Seagulls. And I'm looking forward to seeing Apisel Kotosau. Obviously, he has to be the leader. He does. He has to be the leader. He has to be the leader. Sebastian Grummer says, oh, it wasn't too bad. It's his attitude that gets me. But you're not the one I'm really referring to there. There is a large contingent of people who have come out and insulted Jerome Luai. And fair enough. Like, I get it. Like, he's a wanker. But in the same sense, I don't believe he was the worst player on the field by a long stretch. I think the forwards did nothing. I told you guys this before the game started. I said England's forwards were much better. You know, Samoa's forwards aren't great coming to this World Cup. I think people are misunderstanding where this team is at. Their forwards aren't that fantastic. And I said this last week when we were doing our previews, is that it's actually quite underwhelming. You know, Kelma Tuolangi, Instagram blocker Josh Odoye, you know, you've got, I can't even think of the other forward right now, Jaden Sewer, and then you go to the front rowers and Josh Papali'i and Junior Paulo, and you're like, well, you know, Junior Paulo is fantastic when he wants to be, but also can completely go missing, which he did tonight, mind you, besides one hit. And then you go Josh Papali'i, who is not a young pup anymore, you know. He probably wouldn't have been selected for Australia. That's the thing. Like, I understand loyalty, and I understand that he's been around for a long time, but I don't necessarily believe he would have been selected by Australia. And this is what I keep reiterating people. This team is not where it necessarily needs to be. The spine is different. The spine is not great. Look at Milford. He's an idiot. Jerome Luai, it's very difficult to get something going when you don't have that solid half alongside you. May as well chuck in Harris Tavita next time. You know, may as well, because Milford's not the guy. Their fullback is Suwali. Shouldn't be Suwali. Should be Hamiso Tabuai-Fidow. Anyone can see that. Everyone could see that, but they still went with Suwali as a fullback. He's a winger, not a fullback. Hamiso Tabuai-Fidow is a fullback, not a winger. Right? And then, you know, it's ridiculous. It really is silly. But the fact of the matter is that we're at this point now where at least people are starting to understand it, and they get to see it. This is what World Cups are always like. I say this to you guys all the time. People always overestimate and hype up these teams, and the same thing always happens. Right? Rugby League is the same. The island teams always get hyped up. When the push comes to shove, it usually is one of Australia or New Zealand, but it's usually just Australian Rugby League. In Rugby Union, it's all about the Northern Hemisphere teams, right? In League, it's about the Islander teams. In Union, it's about the Northern Hemisphere teams. And the Northern Hemisphere teams never succeed. They never do it. They always choke on the big stage. Every single time you hear they're going to win the World Cup, they're looking good, they're at top of the bloody table. And you're just like, you know, I heard it all before. So I really hope that Tonga can prove it wrong this time, and Tonga can avoid the dreaded curse of kind of overhyping those Islander teams, because right now, it's not looking great. It's not looking great. Spider-Man says, why are we talking about Samoa? I watched them wasted this morning. Ask me a question about Australia then, man. We've got 15 minutes to the game started. Obviously, people are going to want to know about what that game was. And if you've got a question about this game, then shoot it through, man. It is what it is. But yes, man, I just thought weather wasn't that bad. Brain said England would win, but Hart wanted an upset. I think everyone wanted an upset, bro. I think everyone wanted an upset. Captain Lyon says that Oz team is stacked. I forgot Latrell's playing too. Geez, yeah, exactly right. And you're going to remember, no Nathan Cleary tonight, no Isaiah Yeo tonight. Tommy Trbojevic obviously injured. Tommy Trbojevic would normally go straight into the centres position. That's why, obviously today you've got instead of Tom Trbojevic, you've got Valentine Holmes there, which is still a fantastic position. You know what I'm saying? Like if it wasn't for that, Val Holmes would go wing. Imagine Tom Trbojevic, Latrell Mitchell centres, Josh Adokar, Val Holmes wings, and James Tedesco fullback. And then you go to Munster in the 6. You got Cleary in the 7. Front rowers of Tina Fasil, Malawi, Regan, Campbell Gillard. Go to Ben Hunt in the number 9. Back row of Angus Crichton and Cameron Murray, and then Isaiah Yeo in the lock. That's an incredible team. It's just ridiculous. Like their depth right now, they could not even bring Damien Cook to the World Cup, right? That's how good their depth is, because they've got Harry Grant, they've got Ben Hunt, they've got Jack Whiten, who can't even get a spot because he's in the 14 role. Patrick Carrigan can't get a spot. Ruben Cotter, like it's unbelievable. Like you've got Matt Burton and Campbell Graham. Campbell Graham's one of the best centres in the game. You've got him as a 19th man reserve. Matt Burton is also fantastic, and his kicking game is unreal. It's crazy the depth that Australia does have. So it's really exciting. It's really exciting to see what we're going to be getting put on show today. Mexican says, true, the Samoan forwards were garbage. Also, their halves create nothing. Absolutely. I think Jerome tried to create something, but it just didn't work out. Vobsy says, Angus Crichton will carry Australia to the final for sure. Crichton? Chuck Quinlan says, who do you think will be Australia's next fullback? I can't wait to see Jaden Campbell develop. So Jaden Campbell's a fantastic one to watch, but in the same sense, the fullback position is so stacked right now for Australia, right? You've got, right now, number 1 would be James Tedesco, and then second you'd probably say is Tom Trbojevic when healthy, which is not much. And third you'd probably say I'd say Ryan Pappenhausen will do it before Latrell Mitchell. I think Ryan Pappenhausen will be third over Latrell when healthy, which is also not a great deal much as well. I think maybe you'd probably put Latrell into the fullback role then. Number 4. I think 5 would probably be Dylan Edwards. 5 would be Kalen Ponga. There's a shout. Actually, you know what? I'd probably say they'd probably go Kalen Ponga in the 4 over Latrell, so I think Latrell goes down to the 5. This is not me saying who's the better fullbacks. This is what I think Mal would select right now. So Kalen Ponga probably 4. You'd probably say that Latrell is 5th, and then you'd start looking down deeper. But obviously, yeah, the future is bright for Jaden Campbell. Would love to see him eventually, but there's still things in this game that he needs to work on. But no, he's a fantastic little player, and I can't wait to see the future of him. Jasper says Tonga forwards are decent. Tonga forwards is their game. That's their good game. They need to use their forwards because their back line is a bit... how you going? Spider-Max says, is Fiji an Aussie game procrastinate or what? No, it starts in 10 minutes. 12 minutes. Starts at 4:30 a.m. AEST. So we've still got 12 minutes to go here. Guys, hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new around here. Let's get to 20,000 on this stream. We're going to hit 20,000 on this stream. I think we're 19 subscribers away. So let's get to 20,000 tonight. Sebastian Grammer said, if Tonga win Group D, we'll have Samoa vs Tonga in the quarterfinals. Yes, which still has the potential to be a cracking game. Plenty of time for Samoa to find their feet. Yeah, it's going to be a fantastic game regardless, because I think Tonga will win it, but in the same sense, it'll be an unbelievable knockout quarterfinal game. Yeah, absolutely. BS Mans, I just hope none of Fiji big guns don't get injured. Australia got the depth for some get injured. Absolutely, and Fiji need to win those other games against Scotland and Italy in this group. Absolutely a good shout that it's an absolutely good shout that Fiji will still more than likely make the quarterfinals regardless of the result of today. But in the same sense, it's not guaranteed, because I can tell you right now that Samoa is not necessarily guaranteed 100% to be going through their group. I just want to throw that out there. With the way that they lost today, they desperately need to really put a score past both France and Greece, which they should do for Greece, and France they should do, but 60 points today was rough to watch. Brian Robinson says, morning, how are we? Well, it's night time for me, mate. I've put myself on the schedule that this is my night, so I'll be going for maybe a run after this game finishes, and then be heading off to bed. Then I'll be waking up tomorrow because we've got 3 games tomorrow night. We've got New Zealand, Lebanon. We've got Jamaica versus Italy. No, Jamaica versus Ireland. Jamaica, Ireland. We've got New Zealand, Lebanon, and also Scotland versus Italy, I think. I think that's tomorrow night. I've got all 3 of those games tomorrow night. Obviously, we'll be streaming every single game here on the channel. Mexican says, I reckon Kalimpong will play for the Kiwis in the future. No, he won't. If they lose in the Origin rules. No, he won't. No, he won't. It will always be Joey Manu will be the guy there. Or no. Kalimpong has only got a few years, like, realistically, like, solidly left in him. I think Joey Manu is the guy that they'll go forward there. Yeah, Scotland, Italy, Jamaica, Ireland, and New Zealand, Lebanon. Yeah, that's the games we've got tomorrow night, which is going to be good. Well, I know that New Zealand, Lebanon will be fun to watch, but New Zealand still probably should put a score past them. Fiji Islanders says that stadium looks empty. It's going to be, man. And most of this World Cup is going to have empty stadiums, which it really is, tough to watch considering that the future of the game is probably not going to be taking World Cups up here, but France have it in 2025, and their stadiums are probably going to have less. Chuck Quillen says, what positions will be weaker than the Kiwis in this World Cup? I would say the forwards in general. I'd say the forwards of the Kiwis are number 1, Australia probably number 3, I'd say Tonga 2. In regards to forwards in general, I'd say New Zealand 1, Tonga 2, Australia 3, and then England 4. Or you could even argue potentially that England's 4. No, I'd say England 4 in regards to forwards. And then in regards to the back lines, Australia easily 1, like defined. Well, I wouldn't say the back line's easily defined 1, but the spine is clear and out, easy defined 1. The spine of Australia shits on every other team. Especially now that Jerome Hughes is out for New Zealand as well, and Fozza is going to be going into that 7 role. But yeah, it should be. It's going to be real. It's going to be real interesting to see kind of how that backline does unfold there for New Zealand, because they've got weak centres, man. Their centres are pretty weak. I wouldn't even say that New Zealand's top backline wise. I'd actually say New Zealand's probably out of the top 3. Backline wise, I'd actually say PNG could really be up there for backline, man. Like Papua New Guinea have a solid backline, man. People are underestimating it. Alex Johnson fullback. You've got Xavier Coates 1 wing. You've got Justin Olam in the centre. You've got Jimmy Ngutalik on 1 wing, and then who's the other centre? I can't remember, but they've got a good backline. Papua New Guinea. Brighton Robert says, could you please do a quick recap of the Samoa game? What happened? That's my recap. Sebastian Gamer says, Swali knock-on galore. England tries galore. Milford the same idiot as always. Milford's an idiot. Milford's an idiot. Okay, so Fiji and Australia walking out to the field here, guys. Here we go. Do you know why John Bateman didn't play? I don't. Oh, I don't. Ryan Zagel says, shit, what was the score? 60-6 to England. Brighton Robinson says, maybe I'm just too biased, but I think our forwards are harder working than any of them. I think you're biased. Fiji Islander says, I don't think anyone really thought Samoa would win. I think that's a lie. I think most people did. That's why they were favourites. But I had England as the favourite. I think that in hindsight, cool. But I think most people did believe that Samoa were going to win. I didn't, but most people did, especially from the comments that I would receive. Full-time League says, Jerome Luai, nothing without Cleary. Milford has passed his prime. Yes and no. I don't think Luai was that bad this morning. I think that people are overestimating it because they don't like him, which is fair enough, really. But I'm just saying. Ryan Zagel says, poor Samoa. Vobsy says, at least they got 1. Kind of. It was an intercept off a Jack Wellsby pass, who Jack Wellsby played fantastic today. By the way, guys, I will do a whole full recap of tonight's games tomorrow night at like 7 p.m. or something like that. I will do a review of each day. So every night we'll go through a review of the previous day on a live stream. Fiji Islanders said, I genuinely hoped they would, but in the back of my mind, we all knew England would come through. I just didn't think they would have won that by that much. Yeah, I don't think anyone thought they would win by that much. That was a huge margin. That was a huge margin. All right, so the national anthem of... Oh, it's Australia. Okay, cool. At least the broadcast is a little bit better on this one. If you guys weren't awake for that England broadcast, that was dreadful. We had like 3 or 4 times throughout the match where the broadcast wasn't coming through. We couldn't watch the game. And then there was also the times where at the pre-game entertainment, which was a shambles. Oh, dearie me. But at least we got this one here. So let's get into it. X Factor says $50 a donation, $50 donation if Australia win by 24 or more. Talangi, Munster, Grant to score. Ooh, okay, let's write it down. We've got X Factor back with his bets here, baby. X Factor's back. All right, let me write this down. So what do we got here? God bless Fiji, baby. God bless Fiji. Australia 24 plus. I think this is a pretty good bet, man. But it is raining, mind you. It is raining. Talangi, Munster, and Grant. I think it's a pretty good bet, though. Talangi, Munster, and Grant. Anytime try scorer. There you go. For $50 dues. Fantastic. God bless Fiji. Beautiful. All right, done. Sebastian Cameron says, I genuinely hope that some good performances from England will get more people to watch the Super League. It's not as shit as they think. Well, Sebastian, I've already said this many times. I'm going to be streaming the Super League. So, yeah, I'm going to be including NRL, Super League, and also, obviously, other sports on the channel. But Super League and NRL are going to be priority because I do want to, for the next World Cup, know what I'm talking about in regards to all teams and not just kind of have a brief idea of the Super League. Mexican says, I'm a Kiwi, so Oz is my second team. I'm predicting close to 100-0 to the Kangaroo Bastards. You shut your dirty mouth. How about that? But I like it. But in the same sense, I don't like it because I don't want Fiji to get slapped. Here we go, guys. Here we go. Fiji Island says, Totoviti. Desmond says, place your bets. Exactly right. Full-time League says, man, hope the Fiji put up a good fight, not let Australia run away with it. This is why I say it's 50-50, right? Because watching Australia absolutely annihilate and be the best that they possibly can is so good to watch, man. It's fantastic to watch, but you don't want to see an island team get embarrassed again. If we see Samoa and Fiji get humiliated straight up, bang bang, that will be a real detrimental kind of thought process to how this World Cup is going to transpire, right? So I really hope that Fiji don't get absolutely cancelled here, which is highly possible. Ben says, Luai should replace Milford. Charlie should be full back. And Charlie, not Charlie Staines. No, Hamiso Tabuai and Suali'i should have been on the wing, as you mentioned before. Absolutely. No, I wouldn't be putting Charlie Staines there. I'd be putting Hamiso back there. Dataman says, speaking through the national anthems again. Gee whiz. Well, why don't you go and spell anthem right, mate? So we've got the Fijian hymn right now. Beautiful. Full-time Leagues, BK, you drinking anything? So I'm actually on a 75, there's a thing called 75 hard. I'm currently on it, this is my day one, right? I'm doing it with my roommates and whatnot, so I can only drink water for the next 75 days. So no, not me, man. Beautiful listening to the Fijian hymn right now. I just, you know what the thing is for Fiji is they need to hope that their number 6, City Mothman Dreki, can hold his own here today. You know, at least Brandon Wakeham has got NRL experience. Sunya Turuva has got experience, somewhat. You know, Apisa Korosau, very experienced, but their 6 is the one that has not got the experience there in regards to these big games, and in regards to the World Cup, in regards to NRL, regards to just simply playing at a high level. So yes, I am nervous. I am nervous, but in the same sense, hopefully he can come through, and it should be a great watch here. Fiji Island that says, sing if you know. I'm not going to be singing at 4:30 in the morning. I'm trying to keep my voice down a little bit, but in the same sense, we'll see how we go. We'll see how it goes. Bang, bang, bang. There we go. There we go. All right. Spider-Man says, if Kiwis come against the Brits, don't know which way to go. Dad's Kiwis, Mum's Brit. Well, you go for the Kiwis, always. Fair enough. I have a carton of Great Northern with me. Yeah, good stuff, man. Get into it. Get into it, son. Alright, here we go. Come on, please be a good game, man. Just be a good game. Be a good game, please. Like, give it a crack, Fiji. Just don't get slapped. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get slapped. You'll be right. Hopefully we don't have to hear that stupid 6 again sound like we heard in that England game. That was a dreadful 6 again sound, eh? Like that 6 again sound was just simply horrific. But alright, the kickoff is about to get made. Who is going to be receiving it here? 4 AM Alcoholics, where's Alex? I think Full-Time League is in England. Are you in England, Full-Time League? I think you're in Britannia. I think you're in Britannia. I'm not too sure, though. I'm not too sure. But 4 AM is not... Oh, well, I guess if you're... only if you're going for a big one. If you're going for a big one. But 4 AM is not too late. So I think it's going to be Australia receiving the kickoff here. Hopefully we have ball boys in this game too, because the last game, the ball boys, I don't think they hired ball boys. Sebastian Cameron says, the set restart horn is standard in the Super League. We should hear it through the tournament. Oh, that's a shithouse noise. It's like, that's literally the sound, mate. That's literally the sound. Mexican says, Fiji can't do any worse than Samoa, lads. Watch and learn. I just want to say, be very careful what you say. Be very careful. I don't think you realise that you're talking about Australia here. This Australia team, 8th in the last 9 World Cups, my guy. 8th in the last 9 World Cups. England have never won a World Cup before, mind you. Just want to throw it out there. Be careful saying that Australia can't do and put a lot more of a score on Fiji. The highest score Australia have ever put on a team was like 120. So just remember that. Fiji Islanders, regardless of the result, I'm proud of these boys. Exactly right. He's going to be proud. As long as they don't lose 50 plus, it's an okay outing. So it's actually going to be Fiji receiving the ball here. So Australia will be kicking this one off. Australia to be kicking the ball off here. Come on, Aussie. And Fiji, but come on, Aussie. I'm still Australian, lads. I am. I am still Australian. Sounds like Brewers fans. It does sound like Brewers fans, does, mate. Yeah, that sounds about right, really. It does sound about right. B is means Fiji forward's going to get slapped too small. Yes, I agree. I do agree. They're not where they should be at. Dogs comes to this game in Australia. Yeah, this game's in Australia, mate. It's being played at 4:30 in the morning in Suncorp Stadium. Fiji Islander says, regardless of score, we're 100 proud. Good to see. Wow, it's an immaculate stadium. Wow, this is immaculate the way the grass looks here. This looks fantastic. Captain Logan says, let's go to boys. Dogs against a weekend football game, 4 a.m. Yeah, mate. Yeah, this is at Suncorp Stadium. Yeah. Can you get out of the way, referee, so you can kick the ball off? Oh, my God. What's happening? Why is this tournament such a shambles in regards to kickoffs and whatnot? Yeah, James Boy was just like, what's going on? Alright, there we go. Australia kick it off. Okay, hopefully it's a good game. And the ball goes up there and Fiji will get taken down here at the 15. They're going to really have to utilise that experience. You know, the experience is going to have to be so solid for Fiji, because if they don't utilise their experience and just, you know, withhold in points and not just go for gold in points, because if they go for gold, half the time they're going to leave some space for Australia to pounce. They need to really just settle it down at the start and not get too wild, not get too crazy. If you drop the ball, you're going to lose the game immediately. They lose if they don't get to this first set. I just want to get to this first set realistically as well and put the ball into the corner. You know, just slow down a little bit. Get a bit of confidence about yourself and about your set. Jack says, just kick the ball at the ref. Just do it. Alright, so that's going to be Fiji now. Get the ball, fit tackle to the halfway point. Leo Lavave there from the Tweedhead Seagulls. He's a Gold Coast Titans representative here, so looking forward to seeing what he can do. But Josh Adokar is going to be the one to grab the ball and he'll get taken down at the 15. So who do we have? We have Talangi, Munster and Harry Grant. Oh, good hit there from Tuikami Kamita. Wowee. That's a huge hit there from Tuikami Kamita. And Latrell Mitchell just got absolutely... He got so welcome. I know you might be good for the Rabbitohs, but geez, you're going to have to still be up and rocking here. They're all offside there, Fiji. They're all offside. But that's good. Good little run there from Murray to Lungi there. I have noticed that the halves, I know it's not a half there, but I have noticed the halves in that previous game really were running the ball like forwards, realistically. And I'm talking like a Jerome Luai. I'm talking like Milford. Like they ran the ball hard when they ran it. So fit tackle here. Australia can kick this ball to Fiji at the 5. And Sonia Toruva, he'll grab this ball and bring it back out at the 15. Could you imagine how crazy the surprise would be if Fiji won this game? Like, it's not going to happen, but could you imagine the scenes if we saw like it's a penalty Fiji. It's a penalty Fiji. It's a penalty Fiji. Ben says Fiji got smoked in the test against England. That's not a test. That was a warm-up match. So I'm hoping their reshuffle could put them in a better position against the Aussies. That said, Fiji aren't looking like they'll win. I hope they prove me wrong. That wasn't a test. That was a warm-up match. Very different. Very different. Very different, butter. Very, very different, the two of them. But I understand what you're saying, though, still. I do understand what you're saying. Big Robert says, Dosso Viti Dosso. I think most people, even Australians, would love to see a Fiji win here. But then again, people don't realise that you want it and you're supportive of it until it happens. And then when it happens, you're like, well, shit, now I have to deal with the ramifications of that, which is... deal with ramifications, which is the Kiwis coming out and the English coming out and saying how poor they are. You know what I'm saying? So like it's a catch-22, man. Oh, that's a bad pass there from Fiji. But Viliami kick out, he'll get taken out at 30. Jack says, Fiji will win 36 easily. Put your house on it. I'll put my house on it. And when I say house, I'm talking about like a Lego house. So 4 tackle here for Fiji at the 20 metres here. Fiji start off well here. Like, Fiji start off well. He kicks it through. There's no one back. This is going... Fiji scored it. Fiji are leading. Fiji are up. It's 4-0 Fiji. It's 4-0 Fiji. It's 4-0 Fiji, lads. Semi Valame just scored for Fiji. Fiji are leading 4-0 here with a hit to come. Semi Valame from the Canberra Raiders. They're showing Viliami kick out right now, but it says Semi Valame on the screen. Who scores this? Is it Viliami kick out? No, it is Semi Valame. Why are they showing Viliami kick out? Semi Valame has just scored and Fiji lead 4-0 here over Australia. That is an incredible start here for Fiji. That's a try. That's a try. Wow. Yeah, Teddy was out of position. Good on you, Fiji. Yeah, Teddy was out of position there. I don't know why they keep showing Viliami kick out. He didn't score. Stop showing Viliami kick out. It was Semi Valame who scored. Give him the credit. Viliami kick out did nothing just then. The kick wasn't from Viliami kick out, and it... Silly. That was not in the script, that. Nate says that's probably the first time Fiji have scored first against Australia in history. That's probably the first time they've ever led against Australia in history. Dan, what's going on with the team numbers? Don't start. Don't start, Dan. Don't do it. Don't do it. I've deliberately not spoken about that for a reason. Don't do it. Jeez. Like, that is a horrific start, man. Spider-Man says, no, you're kidding me. Fiji try. Wow, too much cover. Mate, plenty of cover, put a young corner. Oh, boy. The only this is good on them, but come on, the Aussies. Mate, I tell you, this would be one of the biggest upsets of all time if this went like this. So Brandon Wakeham here from the sidelines, 5 minutes into the game. They just want to shove Kickout's hair. So Brandon Wakeham here will miss the kick, I think. Yeah, he missed it. So we'll stay at 4-0. Need to get those kicks, man. Need to get those kicks. 4-0 to Fiji. Unbelievable. Captain Lonely says, I think there's going to be a lot of surprises World Cup. Greece will probably win it. Get out of here. Just go. You see that, dude? You see that? Get out of here. Greece. If Greece score a try, mate, I'll be impressed. These man, they don't even know who Kickout is in England. Well, obviously, I think they thought... They're still showing Viliami Kickout. He did not score and did not kick. He didn't do anything in that play. Why are they still showing Viliami Kickout? It was a kick through from, I believe, maybe Brandon Wakeham, and it was a try to Semi Valame. Why do they keep showing Viliami Kickout? So Fiji now get the ball out to the 10, and Tui Kamikamitha is going to get taken down at the 12. This Australia team is not looking greatly confident. This Australia team is not looking greatly confident right now. Oh, huge hit there, taking down at the 30. You know, remember, this is surely not right. It's right. Dance's Fiji point line was over 6.5. Like, there's still every opportunity potential this game could finish with Fiji's only hitting 4, but still, like, this is impressive to start off with. Wayne's Tosso, Vitti Tosso. Man, get around Fiji. If you're going to be kick out now, taking down 4 tackle with 30. Big Papa says, yeah, Fiji look a lot more hungry and confident than Samoa at these early stages of the game. And this is what I said to you guys. I said that, don't think this World Cup is now shit because of the way Samoa play. This is a typical thing with Samoa. They always seem to play with a lack of passion. I don't know what it is. So Australia out, that was a terrible kick from Fiji, and Murray Talangi is going to bring this ball back to the 35. And Jack says, I'm an Australian fan, but I kind of want to see Fiji win this one. You say that until it happens. The most surprising game ever when it happened? Absolutely. But like I said, you say that until it happens. Cherry Evans makes a little run there. Fiji are monstering them in regards to the defence right now. Second tackle. Don't give away a penalty. That's all you need to not do right now, Fiji. I need to sneeze, but it's not letting me. Third tackle. There we go. Third tackle now for Australia at the 40. And Tina Fasil Malawi will get this ball to the 50. Yanda Vanaka Blaze. Yanda. Vadava. So 4 tackle lead for Australia, and Jason Moyovich will get taken out at the 45. Fifth tackle. I tell you what, Cherry Evans would not be coming back if they didn't win this game. Adokar, the bounce. Oh, that's going to be a good pick up there by... He's on the sideline. Wow, he's lucky to stay in there, so he gets over. So he'll get taken out at the 5 metres in. Get one something else. Says PNG play with the most heart. I disagree. I think Tonga, but Papua New Guinea also, absolutely. I think that Papua New Guinea fans are super underrated, but I still think that Tonga, as a team, play with the most. But I still absolutely love what Papua New Guinea do as a team as well. So 4 tackle in Fiji. Look at this run from BKRmy and Mika. This team right now are looking like they give a shit, and that's beautiful. This is amazing to watch. Oh, Tino has come with a huge hit. Wow, that's a huge hit from Tino. Get around, my boy. So 5th tackle now, Fiji hit this ball down the centre. Yeah, Fiji are on tonight. Just depends on how long they can keep it up for. You're absolutely right. They are on right now. So Murray Talangi has to bring this ball back and he'll get this ball to the 35. I think when Australia score, it'll open up the floodgates. But I just hope that Fiji can keep holding them out for the time being and you make a game of this. It just shows to you guys how much that warm-up match last week meant nothing. Like the warm-up match last week meant nothing. Penalty to Australia. It's so stupid. You can't be giving away penalties like that. You can't be giving away penalties like that, man. You can't be doing that. So penalty to Australia. You need to be very, very disciplined. Obviously, 4-zip Blazers happy. The thing is, man, I don't lose either way here. Obviously, like I don't lose either way. You know, I've got some mates in the Australia team right now, but I also am Australian, and also, you know, I love Fiji. My daughter is returned, and although she'd be well and truly asleep right now, actually it's a good time in Fiji. Actually, she might be awake. She's not going to be watching this though. So Cherry Evans taken down here at the 20. Bright Roberts says that they really didn't want a penalty. You cannot be ill-disciplined in this game if you're Fiji. You just need to really utilise this momentum and just keep this defence going on here. 2nd tackle here for Australia. They're 11 metres out. Right hand side gives it off here. Chance at the back. Cherry Evans gives it out to Talangi. Pretty average pass there from Cherry. And there'll be 8 metres out on the line. 3rd tackle. Good defence from Fiji. Val Holmes back off to Cherry Evans. Cherry Evans down to Munster. Munster here to Tino. And Tino goes out the left hand side here. And pretty strong run, but in the same sense. Fiji taking down at the 5. 4th tackle. Fiji's a very soft spot. Absolutely, obviously. 6 again here for Australia. Fiji's going to be so... Oh my God. Be smarter, Fiji. You be smarter. Alright, so now that we've taken down 5 metres out, Jeremiah Nanai with the ball. First tackle here. 10 minutes gone. They sneak around. Ben Hunt gives it off. Cameron Murray to Jeremiah Nanai. Nanai taking down 2 minutes out in the line. 2nd tackle. Guys, 10 minutes gone here. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new around here. Let's get to 20,000 subscribers on this stream. Australia with the ball. Left hand side of Cherry Evans. Cherry Evans. Sorry, that's Munster. What? Oh, it's because he's got 7 on. It's so stupid. 3rd tackle now. 5 metres out. Ben Hunt gives up to Tino Fastmalawi. Tino. Shit. 1 metre out of the line. This Fiji defence is solid, bro. This Fiji defence is solid. Munster. Oh, it was Cherry Evans, sorry. That's an incredible try saver there from Micah Sivo. This is incredible here from Fiji. You've got to really applaud this. You've got to really applaud this. This is great work here from Fiji as we speak. This is great defence, man. Look at that. James Tedesco passes it out to Murray Talangi. Ooh, arguably a high tackle, but they didn't call it. That should have been a high tackle, actually, against Micah Sivo. I hope they don't go and check this. That's going to be a penalty here. I think this is going to be a penalty here. It's actually a high tackle there from Micah Sivo. Yeah. They're going to call penalty, you watch. They're going to say, and he's laughing, but it should be. It is a high tackle. Misfit ranks as beautiful defense at the minute. It's pretty solid, man. It really is good to see. But it should be a high tackle penalty, but in the same sense, I hope they don't call it, but it's definitely high. It's definitely high. It shouldn't be a sin bin. Riley Capps is showing somehow how it's done. Absolutely, showing how to care about the jersey that they're wearing. Playing with so much heart, Fiji, America says, absolutely. This is what we want to see. It definitely is high, Fiji Island, absolutely. There's no doubt about that there's a high tackle. But then again, this is Super League as well. Like, do they class that as a high tackle considering, like, I understand, yeah, definitely contact straight away to the chin. It has to be a high tackle, but there's no way it's a sin bin. Ball's not grounded. Okay, but it's definitely high. Oh! Yeah, penalty. Yeah, they will call penalty. Yeah, they will call penalty here. Yanni Memphis says Australia very average on attack here. I actually disagree with you, Yanni. I think that you're not meaning to, but I think you're discrediting Fiji there with the defense. I think the defense of Fiji has been very, very good. Very, very good. I think Fiji, throughout that set so far, have been superb. But now Australia get another fresh set here. I think it's the same time. It's definitely on. So Val Holmes now, left-hand side. Here we go. Jeez, come on Fiji. Keep his defence going. Jake Trebojevic taken down to the 8. I do get confused about his impact as a front rower, but we'll see how we go. Left-hand side now, gives up to Tino. Tino has been really heavily involved in this game so far. Good defence again from Fiji. 8 metres out of the line, second tackle. Ben Hunt goes right-hand side. I think Harry Grant's probably a good addition into this game right now. Cherry, oh no. Oh wow, Cherry's going to pass for an intercept. Fiji are away here, Sivo. Cherry Evans throws an intercept, and Micah Sivo gets the ball to the 20. This is incredible here from Fiji. Wow. And that's going to solidify... that's a knock on there for being able to kick out. Silly man. Positive, man. You've got to not make these mistakes, Billy. You can't be making these mistakes, Billy, I mean. I'm sorry for Fijians who heard what I just said, but like... You can't be making mistakes like this silly little mistake. Oh, don't tell me he's challenging this. Don't tell me he's challenging this. No way. No, he's not. No, he's not. No, he's lost his ball. He's lost the challenge. Why are you challenging this? It's obviously just a lost ball here. Why are you challenging this? It's a clear lost ball. Like, Viliami Kikau has just clearly lost this ball. There's no ruck interference here. Villi's just lost the ball. No. He's just... There's nothing wrong with it. Yeah. Unsuccessful. That was the dumbest challenge. That was worse than the Samoan challenge. That was worse than the Samoan challenge. That was worse than the Samoan challenge. Unbelievable, eh? Unbelievable. Like 12 minutes in, and you're going to do a challenge like that and lose the challenge. Silly, bro. Tasman simple challenge lost. Don't forget, guys, it is raining. This is not an easy game for points. So the longer Fiji stay in front. I tell you, Kevin Lonely says, would be crazy if Fiji actually win. Bro, that would be the biggest upset of all time Rugby League. Biggest upset of any capacity across Rugby League. Of any all time. Ever. So it's going to be first tackle here for Australia. And Latrell here gets that ball to the 20. That was a great run. Alright, here we go. They've got to take a chance here. Australia have to do something here. Like, they've got to reassert their dominance or something like that, because right now, like, Fiji are the dominant team. Like, I know Australia have all the ball, but Fiji's defence has been quality. That should be 6 again there. Second tackle here for Australia. Left-hand side, 12 metres out here. Latrell's going to score here. Latrell's going to score. I guess knock on. Defence, Fiji. Fiji now get the ball at 10. Wow-wee. Rally Captain, these Panthers and their dumb early challenges. Yeah, it is the Panthers. Damon says Fiji at 26 to win, I think. Well, they've got the ball now too. Latrell Mitchell looked like he was going to score. He tried to put the pass away, but... Oh, boy. I think they're not respecting Fiji. I don't think they've come in respecting the team. You can't ever not respect your opposition, regardless of position. Play the ball in opposition 20. 13 times to Australia, 1 time to Fiji, and Fiji lead 4-0. Hey, says 2 try-saves from Sivo going to go to waste. Alright, I tell you what, Sivo's been solid. Cummy Lynn says they need to do something special after our win over Samoa today. Who? Bro. Wait, what? You're saying that's a penalty? No, that's a knock-on. That's a penalty. That should be a penalty. Cammy, you English are getting way too excited after one game, eh? Like, you guys think you're the favourites now after one game. Like, bucko. Lads. Like, it's good, but in the same sense, that first 20 was still debatable. So there's still things to work on for the English, but I disagree. I think that should have been a penalty there, because there was a player still on the ruck, but it is what it is. Trust me when I say, Kevin Lynn, like, no one who knows rugby league is any more concerned than they already were about England. Like, we know England are a good team, but that result today doesn't change anything in regards to my thought process. And I don't think anyone changes many people's thought processes. We understand England are a good team, but in the same sense, like, it's Australia are not playing to try and match England, eh? Like, at all. So that game is not even in the thought process of these guys' minds right now. Look, brilliant, bro. Okay, mate. So, third tackle here. Now, forward tackle, 15 metres out from the line. Can't take that away from us. Can, actually. I can say that there were definitely parts in that game that definitely still need to be worked on. Anyway, we're not here to talk about England right now. Australia, Jeremiah Nano. 6-4. Jeremiah Nano with the try time. Jeremiah Nano with the try time there. Jeremiah Nano with the try times will be 6-4 here with 15 minutes gone. 6-4 here to Australia because they will kick it from right in front. Brian Roberts says, Nano, bro, he's got to step on him. Mate, that was a good try. That was a good try. So they will take the lead here at 6-4. You know, this is why you English are going to get slaughtered, right? Like, you guys think that you've won the competition. Like, lads, there's one game in. We haven't seen anybody else play yet. Like, we've been 15 minutes here and you're already riding off Australia, for one. Like, the team that's won 8 of the last 9 World Cups. You know, it's been 15 minutes and we're already riding off Australia, right? You go to England to, cool, you beat England, you beat Samoa, but in the same sense, we knew Samoa can be like that. Like, this is what Samoa do all the time. They never play passionate for their jersey compared to Tonga or Papua New Guinea. It's different, right? Look at Fiji right now. They're giving it a crack. They're giving it a go because they actually give a shit about the jersey that they're wearing. Samoa have always been known to do what they just did, right? I want to see England take on a good team, which we will in the final or the semi-final or the quarterfinal and whatnot. But I'm still very much holding my reservations about this team. But we're going to talk about them another time. We'll talk about them tomorrow night because tonight is not about them. We had their game. We spoke about them. Now we're talking about Australia-Fiji. That game does not alter my thought process about England at all. Spider-Nex says, Cuddy, bro, Kiwis all the way. Camille Lynn says, I personally think New Zealand will win the World Cup. It's too early to say yet. Absolutely. He's exactly right. It is way too early to say. So it's going to be 6-4 here to Australia, 16 minutes into the game. Big Papa says, Tino running it harder and more purposeful than Papa Lee and Paulo combined even this early in the game. Mate, Tino's been solid so far. He's been the big bopper running the ball as hard as he possibly can. And I think that he's the main forward here in this team right now. Regan Campbell-Gillard obviously be there, but I still think that Tino is more of a live wire X factor than Regan Campbell-Gillard. Regan Campbell-Gillard will get the meters, and he'll just absolutely, you know, Australia minus 58. You want Australia to demolish Fiji? You need Australia minus 58. Minus 58, that's silly. Why would you do that? It's raining. It's raining right now. And you've got 58. That's silly, man. You're being silly, man. You're being silly. So 7.5 minutes gone here, Australia with the ball 10 minutes out. Oh, no, that's the ball. Oh, penalty. Wow, Fiji. Fiji, man. Silly. Oh, another penalty. You're going to get me kicked out. Fiji, man. Ill discipline's gonna cost him. Ill discipline's gonna cost him. And now Australia get this ball to the 50. 7 says, also well done to Fiji to try and hold on. Mate, they've done well so far. But we all knew that we were going to win the game. Like, it was 15 minutes into the game. Like, Jack says, that'll hurt Fiji. After all that great defence and a rough call in the ruck, they've been on top for the whole game until that moment. Absolutely. But I did say to you guys, once that first try goes in, we could see a bit of a ruckus. But hopefully Fiji can keep holding on here. Yeah, Fiji are getting a little bit too antsy, Yanni. They do need to relax a little bit here. Fiji Island says, told Samoa doing what flying Fijians do every time they go international. There is no heart. So left-hand side here in Australia, they'll get to the 15 now. It's going to be Tedesco. Tedesco looking for something. Still going here, Tedesco. I tried to get the offline away. Couldn't get it, though. 4 tackle. As 25 says, maybe a bit too passionate. Right-hand side, Australia with the ball. And it's going to be taken down. Val Holmes at the 5. 5th tackle. Sherry Evans now. Left-hand side. Gives it off to Ben Hunt. Ben Hunt kicks it up here. That's a knock-on there from Fiji. That's a knock-on from Fiji. Knock-on who, though? I think it's a knock-on Fiji. Fiji doesn't like it. It means they're trying. Fiji are definitely trying here. Fiji are definitely trying here. But in the same sense, have they gone too hard too early? Is another question that we must ask. Have they gone too hard too early? I hope not, but it definitely is a potential. Harry Rector says, Carrigan and Cotter off the bench, good luck stopping that, Fiji. Well, that's the thing. Australia's going to win this game, guys, but I've been impressed with how Fiji have performed so far. But Australia is going to win this game. There is no doubt about that in anybody's minds. But it just comes down to the fact that it's been a proud performance from Fiji in this first 20. Right hand side, it's going to be Cherry Evans. Cherry Evans here. 3 meters out of the line. 3 meters out of the line. Left hand side, Ben Hunt off to Tino. Knock on there from Tino. That's a knock on there from Tino. And that'll be Fiji ball here at the 10. Fiji Islanders, you don't need to say Fiji ball until after you've heard me commentate it, because that ruined it for me. You must be a little bit ahead of me because you're watching on TV. Just wait until you hear me commentate it, otherwise, yeah, I knew that there was going to be a knock on there. That was a pretty poor pass there from Benny Hunt. Brighton Robinson says Tino overran that. Ben Hunt's pass wasn't too bad. I disagree. I think it's a bit of a mixture of both. But in the same sense, like, how do you say that Tino overrun that? Like, he's making his run there. Ben Hunt's meant to hit his man that's running through. How is that Tino's fault there? How's it Tino's fault? He's making the run, so he doesn't have the ball. So the ball's meant to come to him. I don't understand how that could be Tino's fault. Like, Ben Hunt throws the ball, and you're blaming the guy that doesn't make any sense. Arsenal said, Fiji somehow managed to get the win. Would it be a bigger upset than the Tonga versus Australia? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Because Arsenal, you got to remember that's a friendly. Like, that was an international test match. This is a World Cup game, and Fiji are also lesser than Tonga were at that time. So absolutely, 100%. Harry says, yep, can't be doing this versus New Zealand or England. The completion rate is poor. Absolutely, Harry. But this is what the first game is about. We haven't seen Australia play in 4 years, mind you. Just want to throw this out. This is the first game for Australia in 4 years. 2019, I think it was. So 3 years. Third tackle in for Australia. 15 metres out of the line. Left-hand side. Gives it off to Munster. Here we go. Australia offloads it to Tedesco. Tedesco's still going here. Offloads it back to... I can't even tell because of the stupid numbers. It's going to be Munster here 5 minutes after the line. 4 tackle. So Ben Hunt now. He's number 3, which is stupid. Left-hand side. Crichton going to push over. No, for tackle. Misfit Rank says Munster with a nice strip. Alright, so right-hand side here for Australia. They give it off to Trebojevic here to Cherry Evans. It's going to be Jeremiah Nano for a double, maybe. I think he might be just short. They're going to check this. They're going to check this. Keyboard Evans says, make sure you share your stand. You're asking to show the game due to broadcast restrictions. I can't show the game. Samoa should absolutely not be a first-tier nation after this. They're lucky they're not going to be called a tier 3 nation after today. You see their score against England? You see how they play against England? Tier 1, they wish. Samoa, tier 1, you dream. This is going to be close here. Nah, he's going to be... maybe. Maybe see the other angle. This could actually be a try if you actually look at the other angle, because at first it looks like it's short, but he still gets pushed down more, and then when he gets pushed down more, he might actually get this. I don't think you're going to be able to see it from that angle. I think it's going to be short. I think if you saw this angle here, I actually think that could be... They're going to say there's no try. You could have actually argued there's probably... You could have even said it's a try. I don't actually necessarily agree with that. That was pretty quick, to be honest with you, because it was actually Ben Hunt that pushed his own player, which you're allowed to do. But I guess he's called that that was a tackle made. But if you actually look at this, Jeremiah comes down. I actually don't know about that. It was... You're actually allowed... What? That's a try. So Benton Cooper comes on here for Vuniyawa. That doesn't make any sense to me. That was a try. That was a try there for Australia. That's interesting. But okay. Pretty much as bad. That was probably worse than the no try for Samoa. That was a try. Nano was pushed over the line. Yeah. There was nothing wrong with that. It was a clear try. That's confusing. So 6 again in Fiji. Obviously the referees don't want to hear below that, so there you go. But in the same sense, that was clearly dry. So first tackle here Fiji. It was very quick as well, but against Super League refs. There you go. That was a try for sure, Misfit Ranks. Absolutely. So first tackle now, 45 metres out of the Australian line. Sorry, second tackle here. And it's going to be left-hand side. Fiji will get this ball to the 35. Harry says, Blaze, who are you going for, aren't you, for Fiji as well? I literally don't lose in this game. I don't lose. So 4 tackle, 25 metres out, 4 tackle. I'm proud of both. Left-hand side, Fiji for let me kick out. He slipped over, 10 metres out from the line, fit tackle. But it's like, I want Fiji to win, but I also want to... I don't mind. Chance. Nice work there from James Tedesco to grab that ball 3 metres out. That was actually... The ball was bouncing everywhere. Jeez, look at that Fiji going. Oh, they're away here. Josh Addo-Carr's away. Addo-Carr's away. Sets back on the inside here. Addo-Carr's going to score a try. Addo-Carr's going to be away. Addo-Carr's still going here. Addo-Carr's still going here. Try time. Josh Addo-Carr with a try under the post. How good was that try? Shake it, baby. Get a bit of shake going there, baby. That's a try from Josh Addo-Carr. Like, that's a try from Josh Addo-Carr. That's the Fox. That's the Fox right there, son. Shut the gates. Close it up. Lock it up, baby. Lock it up. Oh, bro, that forward pass Arsenal in the England-Samoa game was incredibly. That was legitimately 3 minutes forward. Legitimately 3 minutes forward. But try time there for Australia. Josh Addo-Carr breaks away from the 10. 10's to hold up, caught him. Good luck. I thought Fiji did pretty well to stay up with him, but look at this step. That step inside there to get past Sunia Turuva was fantastic. But Brandon Wakeham does well enough to stick with him for a bit. Obviously, he still scores a try out of to the post, but Brandon Wakeham did pretty well there. So 24 minutes gone here, guys. Obviously, smack that thumbs up button, subscribe if you're new around here. Let's get to 20,000 subscribers on this stream. I reckon we'll get there, son. I reckon we'll get there. So hit that big red subscribe button. I know it's 5 a.m. in the morning, but we'll be here for literally every single Rugby League game in the World Cup. So get around it. Brian Robertson says, and people saying the Fox has lost his speed. Gee whiz. Mate, he's no Jojo Fafita. Hey? He's no Jojo Fafita, but he's fast. He's a fast bloke, that guy. He is a fast bloke, that guy. Fox won't be stopped, Sam and Ernest. Well, he wasn't going to stop there. And Val Holmes will slap it on through. Fiji Islander says, since Conobetti and Vunivalu, there hasn't been a winger known for their speed. For Fiji, maybe. For Australia, there definitely is. Maybe for Fiji. For Australia, you've got plenty. Ben says he gapped the Fijians. How fast is this guy? He's the fastest guy on the bloody planet besides Jojo Fafita. No, Josh so, Ben, I'm assuming you might be a Super League fan? Because Addo-Carr is the fastest guy in Rugby League by a decent bit. Big Papa says, missed that forward pass. Was it as blatant as the parrot? Oh, bro. This was a bad one, man. This was a bad one. Thank you very much to USA Rugby League and Union Fan for the $5 redo donation from the USA. It says, congrats USA Hawks for winning the 2071 Rugby League World Cup champions. Good luck. You know what? I pray for you, son. Prayers up. Get around it. Go USA Hawks for winning the World Cup in 2071. How old will I be? 77, I think, maybe? 77? If I'm not mistaken, I was born in 1994. Off the top of my head, I think I'll be 77. Chocolate says they don't call him Fox because of his ears. Harry says, who's a better chance of making the 8 next year? Broncos, Dragons, or Manly from bottom 8? Broncos, but you're all shit. And they'll be Fiji ball here at 30. The Pepper says, nice to see Josh Addo-Carr to the races. Arsenal said, if it makes Mitchell Moses look like a legal pass. Oh, yeah. That Mitchell Moses pass was nothing. Was nothing on that pass in that Samoa England game. That was good 3 minutes forward. So Tino Fa'asuamaleaui comes off for Carrigan and Jakey Trbojevic comes off for Ruben Cotter here. You take off Fa'asuamaleaui and Trbojevic, you bring on Cotter and Carrigan. That's incredible. That's incredible. Spider makes says, wow, close game. Yeah, it's a good game. In the same sense, Australia is still very much clearly in the lead. But yes, it is a close game. Fiji have done really well here. Really well. Second tackle now for Fiji. They're at the 40. Manuel Leolawave will come off here for Sandrungu. Chocolate says they don't call him the Fox because of his ears. They don't do that. They don't call him that because of that. So Viliami Kikau, he'll get taken down now at the 45. I will say, Viliami Kikau giving away those ill-disciplined penalties is really bad, man, especially against Australia. I don't necessarily mind it too much if you're doing it against the likes of Greece or Scotland or Italy, but you can't be doing it against Australia, man. They will score on you every time. That's a good kick there actually from Fiji. Val Holmes with a good take. Good take from Val Holmes. Good take. Fiji Islander says, great try, something runaway try. Yeah, look, he had to do a bit though. Sunia Turuva had him covered on the chase down to the right, but that's why Addo-Carr stepped onto the inside there. Was brilliant. Oh, ball mistake there from Australia. Lucky it wasn't a knock on. Jeez, they've really not holding the pill too well here. Big Boss is great first half stint by Tino. Well done, son. He's been probably, you'd argue, the best player in the game so far. You'd argue Tino's probably been the best player in the game. Harry Richter says, I love how there's a Rugby League World Cup and Cricket World Cup on next. Sat Sport is here, and FIFA World Cup in about a month's time. Don't forget about that. Tedesco here, good step from Tedesco. That was a nice step there from Tedesco. Johnson also says Fiji to get through. Fiji will come second in the group, absolutely. Fiji will come second in the group, there's no doubt about that. Scotland and Italy will not be close to Fiji, especially if Fiji play like this. Fiji will put scores through Scotland and Italy if they play like this. As you said last night, or the other night, Fiji get emotional after every penalty. Exactly right. I did say that, yeah. After every penalty, Fiji, their heads go down. And this is the issue that we find with the country. They never can keep their heads up and just realise that it's just one penalty. Just move on. You made a mistake, now learn from it and move on. So, but they don't do that. William Kickout gives away another 10 metres onto the penalty. You're just like, bro, you're meant to be one of the experienced players here. You just want back-to-back premierships. Like, come on, man. You want back-to-back premierships and you can't even hold your temper? William Kickout left-hand side, good hit there. Semi Valame there with a nice little run though. Gets the ball to the 30, fit tackle. Gemma Nana's been sold to. Harry says, are you happy Taloni got over Cobbo? Some argue that. I think Val Holmes should be wing and Jack White should be centre. And that will be Adokar. Nice work. Adokar gets his ball of 5. Shining Stars, if Fiji can keep this up for 80 minutes, it'll be a close game, 12-point difference. I think that if Fiji keep this up, it'll be a 20-point difference, but that's still a positive result here for Fiji. As long as they don't lose by over 50 points, it's a positive result. It's a positive result as long as they don't lose by over 50. So Patrick Carrigan now gets his ball out to the 30. Mr. Kelly says, knock on there from Australia. Paddy Carrigan. Oh, no, he's going to say it's a strip. He's going to try and challenge this, I reckon. They're going to challenge this, I reckon. No, they're not going to challenge it. Don't worry about that. Let's have a look here. Let's have a look. No. No. He definitely loses that. He definitely loses that. Well, like he loses it, but in the same sense, it's because of the hand that comes down from to becoming a meter, but it's not deliberate. It's not deliberate. Alright. So 3 errors apiece here, and Fiji will be on the attack now. Mr. Kelly says, Billy Kickout spent way too much time on his hair than his game plan. Alright, oh my god, they're away here. They've got a chance here. They've got a chance here. Micah Sivo. Oh, taking down 15 metres out. That's a great strong tackle there. It's a great strong tackle. And 6 again here for Fiji. So 0 tackle here for Fiji at the 15, right-hand side now. If they score here, this game is absolutely on. Right-hand side, Brandon Wakeham gives it off here. It's got Kevin Nguama. He'll get taken down 15 metres out. Don't go to the sideline, mate. Don't go to the sideline. So first tackle now, 15 metres out. Brian Robinson's got to make up for that one, Carrigan. Mate, you've got to see some good Australian defence here because... Oh, good offload there. Very good offload. Apisakotesau gives it off. And Kumba White now, he'll be 10 metres out of the line. Second tackle. This is where you need to see guys like Apisakotesau really good at motoring. He'll go left-hand side. He's got Viliami Kickout. Oh, 3 metres out from the line. Kickout 3 metres out from the line here. Third tackle for Fiji. Apisakotesau kicks it through. Try! Oh! So close there for Wakeham. So close for Wakeham. Wow, and Val Holmes going to sprint quickly here. And Val Holmes going to get to the 32. Oh, that's so close there for Fiji, but it will be a 7-tackle set instead. Wow, that's unfortunate. Harry says Queensland wingers should stay the same next year. Keep a winning combo. I reckon Coates can't defend. I think Queensland should retain the same side. I reckon Coates will come back in though. Vuniyawa comes on here for a Twig Humming Kamitha. Australia making some good meters here. Australia making some really good meters. Making some really good meters here. Australia, left-hand side, Munster. Harry says Carrigan will feel much better about that. Jeez, I'm starting to bloody feel it. Alright, third tackle now. Right hand at the 30, and that's a high tackle. Oh wow, they didn't even call it. Carrigan will feel much better about that. Of course, like if they had conceded a try there, it would have been his fault. Drifting across the field, James Tedesco. Tedesco's still going here, taking out the 13. Fifth tackle now. Don't concede here, Fiji. You can't be conceding right now. Left-hand side, puts it up. It's a decent kick, good chase through. Yeah, try. Oh, he's lost the ball. Munster, Kevin Nguama's away here. Jeez, oh, so close there for Munster to score a try. So close for Munster to score a try, but he just dropped that ball just before the line. Jeez, I'm all overshot. Jack says, it looks like Holmes is now the winger and Jack is in the centres. I can't see Talung on the wing. Oh, well, this is what I've been saying for a long time should be happening. I'll have a look for you. So Adhkar's there. Yeah, Val Holmes is on the wing. Yeah. So Jack White is the centre and Val Holmes is on the wing. I've been calling for this the entire pre-World Cup. I've been calling for this for ages. He did do well. It was a tough grab. He did do well. And it's a knock-on there from Fiji. This is the problem, lads. This is the problem with Fiji. And I'd be so kind of sad. Like, you're meant to be the experienced guy, man. Like, you're meant to be the experienced guy. Harry says, to be fair, the whole Australian side except Tino really haven't been 100%. And see now, Muzza just bombed one. Absolutely. Oh, that should have been a try there for show. Fiji Island says, stop counting your chickens. Me? What are you talking about? Brian Roberts says they pulled Talongi off already. Yep. Yeah, Val Holmes on the wing on the right-hand side. Alright, so Munster now. He'll get this ball to the 30. 34 minutes gone now. Right-hand side. Yeah, it's very poor from RP Jacks. Paddy Carrick with a great run. Brings the ball to the 15. Australia will score here. Australia about to score here. You can see that the meters they're making. You can see Fiji is starting to get tired now. This second half could get scary if it's like this. So then we go left-hand side now. Harry Grant is on for Australia. And Crichton try to... Oh, maybe not. I think this is a try, but it might not be. It's going to be a try. So try time here for Australia. Try time here for Australia. Angus Crichton with the try. Angus Crichton with the try time. A bit harsh, don't you think? He didn't do anything wrong, Talongi? I think they just wanted a little bit more safety on that side. Is probably what I'm thinking there. Because, yeah, he didn't necessarily do anything wrong. But, yeah, as soon as you bring on Harry, yeah, it's definitely a try. Sorry, it's just that it looked like Leah... It looked like the kick came through and hit it out of it, but it's definitely a try. Definitely a try. But no one cares about Origin right now, to be completely honest with you, Harry. You're trying to watch the World Cup thing, my guy. I couldn't even think about the end. Like, I had people ask me about the NRL next year in the Samoa versus England game, and I'm just like, I don't know anything about the NRL next year because I'm in World Cup mode right now. I'm completely in World Cup mode. And Origin is so far out of it. Like, that's finished, and I won't think about Origin until, probably April next year. Harry says, sorry, man. No, you don't need sorry. I'll just let you know. Just let you know. Arson says is Latrell still on the field. I'll have a look in a second. So Val Holmes is kicking right now. Plenty of kickers in this team too, like if things don't go to plan. Also, I just want to remind everyone, no Isaiah Yo, no Nathan Cleary. And there's another one out right now. There's another, Rinka McGillard, yeah. Alright, so Australia on the left-hand side to make it a 14-point game at 18-4. You wouldn't want to see Australia scoring again if you're Fiji. Somehow that's a try. That's definitely a try. Oh, he snipped it through there. So it will be 18-4 here with 37 minutes gone here in the game. Let's hit that thumbs up button, guys, and subscribe if you are new around here. Let's get around it. Let's get around it. No Martin. I don't understand what no Martin means. So 3 minutes to go. You just can't be conceding here if you're Fiji. You can't be conceding here if you're Fiji. You just need to get through the rest of this game. Harry says Fiji are playing well, but these constant errors aren't helping them. Well, yeah, it's the errors that have killed them. If it wasn't for the errors, they'd be riding this game. It would be probably like a 6-4 game. The errors have given Australia the platform to score. You watch them give away a penalty this set. That's exactly what Fiji will do. They'll give away a penalty this set, and everything goes shit, and they'll concede. So Grant came on for the hunt, by the way. As soon as he does, he basically gets an assist right outside. Look at Australia roll through this set now, though. Like the set now is just incredible. Look at this. Oh, as in Martin could be playing, but his rest of us, I forgot about Liam Martin. Yeah. All right, so Australia now they're 30 metres out from the line. Look how many metres they are making though. Left hand side, Harry Grant. He's going to run himself here. Jeez, fresh Harry Grant onto the field. Fit tackle. They go quickly here. Left hand side. Look how good this looks right now. Back in, oh, should have passed that to Cherry Evans. Why Cherry Evans? It's fit tackle, Cherry. What are you doing, dude? Bro, Cherry Evans needs to go, bro. Like, he's not been good here today, Cherry Evans. He really hasn't been. You need Cleary back in for next week. And that was always going to happen, but you need Cleary in, bro. But it's fit tackle, bro. Throw the ball. Hey, it's fit tackle. Throw the ball, man. Don't get tackled there. Don't get tackle there at all. Jack says, it looks like the game is slipping away. Fiji won the game like 10 minutes ago. Australia won away with this and score 30 plus. Oh, yeah. It was always going to happen, but this is still being positive here. What have you made DC in this first half? Obviously, there that shock of a pass to be intercepted. I don't think he's been good at all. There was a shock of the pass. There was that. Galaxy says, appreciate wake up early during the game. I've done both games, and this isn't the way. I've been up the whole time. I haven't woken up. I've been staying up. This is late for me, but it's going to be a scrum here in Australia. Another mistake from Fiji. So it's going to be with 1 minute to go here. But yeah, Galaxy, I'm here for every single game of this Rugby League World Cup. We're getting a good sleep after this. Good sleep. Then I'll wake up at 4. And then go again for tomorrow night. Big night tomorrow night. We've got 3 games. Italy, Scotland, New Zealand, Lebanon. Oh, back on the inside here. Okay, so Fiji can't concede here. So let's go 30 metres out of the line. So there's 40 seconds left in the first half. It's going to be Harry Grant, right-hand side. They might even think about a field goal just to go through a shit gig, really. Paddy Carrigan, 20 metres out here. 33 seconds to go here first half. Harry Grant off to Munster, Crichton, taking down 3 metres out. 25 seconds left. And that's going to be a knock-on from Australia. Who was the one who knocked that ball on? That's silly. So Latrell Mitchell scores, but it was a knock-on. Like, who was the one who did that? That's silly. Who? Crichton. Did he knock that ball on? Where was the knock-on? I don't think he knocked that ball on there. Yeah, he definitely did knock that ball on. So it's going to be half-time here, 8-4. Congratulations, Fiji. That was a pretty solid performance in the first half, but that was not a knock-on there. So, half-time here. Australia lead 8-4. Very positive from the Fijians. Look, it's okay from Australia considering this plays out, plus also they haven't played in 3 years together. This team hasn't played in 3 years in general, and it wasn't these guys, so... guys, obviously hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you're new here. Give me 1 second, you guys. I'll be back in a second. I just want to clean myself up a little bit and wash my face because it is, yeah, it's very late for me. So give me 2 seconds here, guys. Thumbs up, subscribe, 1 moment. Okay, we're back. There we go. And we're back. Got to get used to this though, guys, because there's a whole World Cup will be up at these times. But I think after tonight, you get used to it quite a bit more. You know what I'm saying? After tonight, you get a bit more used to it. You start to get more on the time zone. Rose has 2 tries up now. Yeah, because Lachelle scored just then. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, Lachelle did just score. Fiji Islanders says that Fiji didn't score tries. I don't think so. Like, I understand that obviously Fiji want to win this game, but it's not going to happen. I think Fiji need to maybe hopefully score 1 more try. And not give up 50 is what would be a positive for Fiji in this game. Absolutely. Which sounds silly, but that is a positive for Fiji if they do not concede 50 and they score that. Beersman says, I have to say, not impressed with some of the referee calls going on. Yeah, and it's against Australia. And that's the concerning thing, because this is obviously in England. Obviously, I don't care too much that it's against Fiji. Like, that's not an issue. But it does concern me for later on in the tournament when you come up against the big teams. If you're getting all the calls against you, because we've seen 2 tries now, that probably should have been tries, but one of them was a try, clearly was a try. The one where I think Nano's called his double, And then that one there, Latrell Mitchell clearly picked it up and just scored, but they came back and said it was a knock-on. But it was clearly no knock-on. Like, they're very lucky that they call that a knock-on at the end there. Australia got 24-4 after that, absolutely. So it is concerning for later on in the tournament. Not right now. Like, we're going to win this game. I don't care about this, and I don't care about the next game or the game after that against, Scotland or Italy. But the fact of the matter is that it makes you nervous for what you could see in games that are actually meaningful later on. Beesman says, that's right. Bright Roberts says the old cold water slap in the face is the trick. It does, but in the same sense, I don't know why. I just got hit with a train towards the end of that first half. I got hit with an absolute train, son. I got hit with an absolute train. But I'll remain positive and hope the boys will somehow get over and get the ball over the line. You can do that, but in the same sense, it's going to be realistic. But you can do that, absolutely. You should do that. Jay from South Fiji says, Fiji also needs to stop making silly errors. Absolutely. The errors are what's killing them. The errors is what's given the game to... errors is literally what's given the game to Australia. If the errors weren't there, Fiji would probably only be down by about 10 points right now, 6 to 10 points, like maybe 6 points. But because of the fact of the errors and the penalties and just the silliness that is going on here from Fiji, you see in Australia just get the ball in the great position. I mean, you're going to give Australia the ball in the great position, they're going to score. It's not like this team doesn't know how to score. They haven't played together at all for 3 years, and majority of this team, it was not these guys back then. Like Cherry Evans would have been back then. I think maybe Val would have been there, but he would have been on the wing. Let's go through that team line for a second. Let's see who they probably would have been back in 2019. So yeah, like Cherry Evans would have been there. I don't think Munster would have been there. I think it would have still been. I don't think Munster would have been there. Adokar wouldn't have been there. Tedesco probably was there. I don't think Billy Slater would have been there at 2019. No, it wouldn't have been 2019. Latrell wouldn't have been there. Talagi definitely not. James Martin Stacey is a stinker. Can't wait for Cleary to come on, man. Can't wait for Cleary to come in. Crichton might have been there, I think. Murray, I don't think so. Yeah, dear me. Brighton says a couple of hours sleep between midnight and 4:30 games wouldn't hurt you, mate, but I'm saying that you're doing well. So the thing is, if I did that, I would not wake up for the 4:30 one, and it's too important. So, no, it's alright, man. I'll get used to it. Like I said, I've put myself onto an English time zone, so I'll wake up probably later on about 4 or 5 p.m, and then I'll be on the time zone, so I'll be good to go from here on out. But yeah, obviously it's all. This is what it is, man. This is what it is. Jack says errors are bad enough, but the worst thing is that it's their experienced players that are making them. Yeah, Viliami Kikau, Apisa Crossau, those two guys, and they're both Panthers boys. It seems like Panthers have not had a good day today. Not had a good day today at all. Oz forwards looking good though. Yeah, James. Yeah, Tino's been fantastic. I think Tino's been the best player on the field so far. Angus Crichton's been great. Jeremiah Nano's been great. Murray's been fine. James Boyvich's not really done too much though. Ben Hunt's been okay, but Harry Grant came on and did well. Paddy Carrigan run the ball hard. Ruben Coulterbuck run the ball hard. Yeah, the forwards for Australia really stood up, especially considering the forwards are the ones that I worry about overall with this team. But today they haven't given me anything to worry about. Fiji Islanders says, I'm enjoying how Australia are playing though, not my second team, but exciting to watch. Yeah, when they want to be excited, they're excited. This isn't Australia the best at all. This isn't Australia playing at their best by any means. But they are exciting when they want to be, yeah. Captain Lonely says, yeah, I'm on the English time zone too. Good stuff, man. Misfit Ranks, thank you very much for your $8 donor, bro. I appreciate it. Says, for your effort to stay awake and provide us with entertaining content. Appreciate you, dude. This is the first day, man. We've got a whole month of this. Plus we've got Cricket World Cup, we've got FIFA World Cup, and then we've got the Super League, Rugby League, NRL when it comes back. No, it should be good, but I appreciate that, man. Bright Robert says, feel free to sub and get into the chat. Let's hit 20,000 on this stream. 20,000 subscribers on this stream. Let's do it. We're so close. Spider-Max says, I've been looking into Fiji and eyes looking sad knowing the game is slipping away from them. I think they understood they would be happy with this game, man. Like, they would be happy with where this game is at. Truly. Like, I'm not joking. They would be happy. They're not happy. Not the word happy, but they'd be very content with how the game is. I don't know. If I tell you something, Rex, at least I'll be able to get some sleep through the Haney versus Cambosis fight. I'm probably not going to be able to stream that, guys. I'm probably not going to be able to stream that, to be completely honest with you. I wanted to stream it, but I think I'll have to sleep. James Bryant says, what do you think of Samoa playing so badly in their first game? I think it was understandable. Not foreseeable necessarily, but understandable. Like they've never really played for passion for their jersey. You know, you look at guys like none of those guys played today. Like they gave a shit. You know, you've got Tonga, who every single player dies for their team. That's what Tonga means. You've got Papua New Guinea, and they die for their team. You can see the Fijian boys right now; they give a shit. But Samoa, they just don't care. Like they just don't. They just don't care, and that's the issue. That's the difference, right? So you know they can eat the KFC all they like, but like, can you actually play footy as well? That'd be nice. Ben says, hope this doesn't turn into another fitting mob like Samoa and Fiji also get thrashed. Hang in there, Fiji. You'll put up a much better fight. Hope the morale holds. So Ben, I think this will still end up around the 50 mark. But I will say as well that I think that this will be a positive result for Fiji regardless because of the way they played in the first half. I think that no matter what the scoreline is here, that the news headlines will read about Fiji having a positive one here. Brighton Robinson with the $50 reduced donation. Look at him, he's flying. He's flying, son. $50 reduced. Thank you very much, man. It says, yeah, cheers, mate. I wouldn't be up if you weren't providing this content. Deserves a pineapple. Mate, you know what? Pineapple doesn't go astray. Doesn't go astray here. But, all right, well, I hope you're up for all the other games too. But no, good to see, man. Appreciate it. James Bryant says, I thought Samoa was going to pump England. I was very wrong. England looked good. You thought they were going to pump England? You should have been listening to me telling you that England were going to win the game. Fiji Island with the $2 redo donation. Thank you very much, man. Appreciate it, man. Thank you very much, guys. Biggest man says, can the Fijians running out of gas, unfortunately? Yeah, the second half is going to be like that too. It is, especially with Australia being able to click a little bit more. But no, I do appreciate the donations, guys. Spider-Man says, knocked down and got up again. Harry says, deep down I know Cambosis and Haney have a lot of respect after the first fight. Let's see if George can shock the world like he did back in November. I will watch the fight after it's done. I want to stream it, but I'll just be too tired. And, I've got a big night again tomorrow night of Rugby League World Cup streams, so may as well. I don't know what may as well means, but it is what it is. It is what it is. We'll be more Fiji than winning. No, you're right, bro. You're right, man. Jeez. No, it is what it is, man. You know, it's all good fun. Hopefully, obviously, we'll see Fiji win against Greece. Not Greece. Jeez. Fiji will win against Scotland and Italy. I think next week, who do they play? So the next teams, games here for Fiji. Let's go here to round 2. If it's going to get there for me. Okay, there you go. So round 2, Fiji will take on Italy next week. You'll win that game, man. You have to win that game. You have to win that game. Brian Robinson's like, refreshing to see that 20k. Could happen any moment. Could happen any moment, man. Could happen any moment. We're just going to hit that big old red subscribe button. We're super close. Super duper close. Super duper close. But obviously it's super early in the morning. So I'm actually surprised that there's still been a good, 100 people watching this game, even though we all knew what the result was going to be. 4:30 a.m. in the morning. No matter what, we'll get it today. But yeah, super surprised how many people will still be tuning in. So happy Arsenal play at 12 tomorrow. Arsenal still think we win this game. Sure you do. Harry says, what time is the Cambosis fight? I think 2:30 is when the walkouts are meant to happen. I think so. Kyriat says, hello mate, how you doing? Spider-Man says, miracle if Fiji win. If Fiji won this game, it would be the biggest upset of all time in rugby league, absolutely. Maybe even any sport. Like this is a team in tier 3, you would argue, maybe tier 2, but I'd say tier 3. And this is a World Cup game, a meaningful game, and that would provide the opportunity for Australia to come second, which would mean that they would have to come through New Zealand in the quarterfinal, which would be detrimental. So it would be the biggest upset that you ever can see. Young says, I want to watch that fight, but I'm going to be too tired. Oh, bro, I'll be way too exhausted. I've got to go for a bit of a run after this as well. Bright Robinson says, Fiji's speed off the line has been impressive. They came to win, not to show up. I think they came for an ambush. I think they came to do well in the first half, and they did. And maybe be able to hold it out from there. But obviously, Australia's too good, man. It's Australia. And they would have, in the first 20 minutes of the game against Italy or Scotland, they would have put 20 to 24 points past one of Italy or Scotland who were Sorry, the way they've been playing today. Yeah. Harris plays. What do you think of Arsenal? I'll talk about that. We'll talk about it another time. I think you've been alright, but I'll see what you do when you play City eventually. In absolutely any sport. I think Leicester winning the Premier League would be that one, but in regards to individual games, it'd be up there. It would be definitely up there. But it's still not a knockout game. It's still not a knockout game. Jeez, I'm all over the shop. I am all over the shop. But they're running out here for the second half. Here we go. Miracles do happen, but this one, well, 50-20. This one's not happening. There's no miracle here. But hopefully they play well. Harry says, I woke up at 3:30pm yesterday because late night work, so I'll be tired now, but I want to try and snap some of the combos and fight and sleep. Fair enough. Well, you've got a decent bit to stay up for. A decent while to stay up for. James Bryce says 5 Rabbitohs players in the Greece team, only with 2 NRL experience, excited for Ilias and Mammazellus. Yeah, I look forward to see what Ilias can do with Greece. I do look forward to see what Ilias can do with Greece. I might actually put a different shirt on, to be honest with you. No, it's alright. Theo says, hi Blaze, I literally just woke up. How's the game going? Go Australia. Australia's gone fine, man. Not the best ever, but we've done what we needed to do. Have actually been taking away 2 tries that were fair, to be honest with you. So realistically, it should actually be 30 to 4. But it is what it is, you know. We've been not at our best, but still leading, and Fiji have been really solid. And you'd be happy with this performance by then. But the fact of the matter is that Australia's still going to win this game. Brighton says, get a tea in, mate. He'll sue you. I can't. I only can have water, man. Water for the next 75 days. I think that's another thing that probably is getting at me as well. But alright, first up here. So guys, like I said, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you're new around here. And it'll be first tackle for Australia at the 15. Get this ball now to Carrigan, gets this ball to the 35. Gets the ball to the 35. Was it 25? When I was considering, but we had a second best. Good. I like to hear that. Alright, so they get this ball to the 32 now. Third tackle. Oh, that's a knock on there. Yep, Fiji get the ball. Yep, Fiji get the ball there. Harry, how long have you been up for? Since 3 p.m. yesterday. Like I said, I'm putting myself on the time zone, so since 3 p.m. yesterday. But that's definitely a knock on there. Yeah, no, it's just a mistake. It's just a really sloppy mistake there from Angus Crichton. It's just been a sloppy mistake. Misfits says, the says 11 a.m. yesterday, it's hard to work it forward, finish work, just to kick off. We win the tie game winner, absolutely. But you guys got to remember, like, streaming it does take a lot out of you as well. So, like, that's why, even though some people might be up longer than me, like, streaming does take it out of you as well. We've already done one game, and now this is the second game here. So, second tackle now, we get this ball to the 20, right-hand side, and Fiji, if they score here, this would be awesome if they can score here. It'll bring it back within an 8-point game if they can score and get the conversion too. Bro was pulling Crichton back and he was playing it kind of. It wasn't too serious. Spymax Newton, a bear claw, stop that tickling your nose. Absolutely. Is this going on Foxtel? Yes, it would be on Foxtel. So left hand side here for Fiji, it's on KO, so it would be. There'll be fifth tackle now, 3 metres out from the line. 3 metres out here from the line. Appy stuck on Sal, right hand side, gives it off to Wakeham. Wakeham kicks it through, it's played at, and now Harry Grant's going to pick this ball up here, and Harry Grant's going to get away here. He gets the ball to the 20. That was a really nice one there from Harry Grant. Really nice pick-up as well. Really nice pick-up. So Latrell's not been able to really get into this game here. They've really locked down on Latrell and made sure that he can't really get into his best. Yes, he should have scored a try earlier, but he hasn't really been able to get into his best work just yet, Latrell Mitchell. So third tackle now, they'll go left-hand side. Harry Grant with a great run, gives it off to Paddy Carrigan. He'll get this offload maybe. No, he doesn't. Well, he had the opportunity for it. So fourth tackle now at the halfway point. Rolls this one back. Harry Grant gives it off and steps on the inside here. 40 metres out. Tedesco's still going here. Look at the way he runs, man. You just got to love the way that Tedesco runs. He's good off the mark, Harry. Yeah, exactly right. That's what I'm saying. Like Ben Hunt and then a fresh Harry Grant come off the bench is incredible. That's a good kick, but no one really chases it, really. But there was not. Murray Talangi's back on, by the way. So Val Holmes must go back to the centre. And why? So what's Mal? What are they doing? What's Mal doing? So what? He put Murray Talangi off and put Val Holmes on the wing and Jack White in the centre. And now, obviously, they've changed it back and Val Holmes. No, I don't know what's happening here. Is Talangi on? Yes, Talangi's on. So that means that they've taken back Whiten off. They're taking Whiten back off. and put Ty back on the wing and Valhoes and centres. What's Val doing? Alright, so fit tackle here for Fiji at the 35. And Modler-Dreke is going to kick this ball to the corner, and easy take there for Murray Salungi. Passes this ball well and truly across into Tedesco. And he'll go left-hand side, he'll get taken out at the 30. Alright, at the 30 now. Oh, good run. Addo-Carr's away here. Munster's back on the inside, kicks it back, gets it back to Munster. Munster gives it offloaded, and it's a try time for Australia. Latrell Mitchell. Bang, 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 bang. Trell Mitt, baby. Trell Mitt, baby. Trell Mitt, baby. That's a try time. We're 22-4 here with a get to come. Too easy there. Money, Fox, Trell, bang, bang, baby. Chee-hoo. Jack says, what's the point of putting White off only like 15 minutes? I don't know. Really silly. I don't understand why that happened. So try time there for Trell Mitt, and it will be 22-4 here. Just 4 minutes into the second half. And that was nice there from Addo-Carr. Look at this. Addo-Carr has too much space there. Too much space. Really holds it up nicely. Off to Munster. Munster nearly messed that up, but he does get the offload nicely to Trell Mitt. And there we go. So who did Talani, Munster and Grant? Okay, so none of the three for X Factor have come through just yet. That's why it makes sense. Yeah, too easy. Enquiries says, up the Aussies. Yes, true. Right Roberts says, mate pie's got to wake you up, true. Mate, can't complain with a bit of a meat pie there. I think I thought there was a forward pass. Where? Which one? The Addo-Carr pass was fine. Addo-Carr broke down, passed it clearly backwards to Munster, and Munster very backwards to Latrell. Which one are you talking about? Just says, how's White playing? White's only played for like 15 minutes, and also White's not going to play much this tournament, but yeah, White has only played for like 15 minutes because he was not selected as a starter. He's just off the bench. And he was put onto the wing for put on the centres for like 10 minutes. And got taken off, which is really strange. Really strange. And Val Holmes kicks it, so it'll be 24-4 here. 45 minutes gone. But this is the thing, guys. Like, if England scored 60, Australia were poor for the first 30 minutes, and they still scored 24 points here. And they have not played a game in 3 years. James Safis says, can't believe that forward pass was not checked. Which one are you talking about? Guys, forward passes can't be... Unless you're talking about it regards... I don't actually know what forward pass we're talking about here. Unless you're talking about for the Samoa game. I don't want us to put score to feed. I don't think anyone does. Who was saying for the kick? I'm not too sure. I didn't see it. Harry, since you want to show me Cameron's Haiti finally predictions on the fight, I think the same thing happens. But I would love to be proven wrong. Sure, Robert, with his double, he for sure scored late in the first half. Yeah, it realistically should be 36-4 right now, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Somebody mentioned forward pass? Yeah, I don't know. Vitamin says, I don't know what Kazoo is, but surely they could have come up with a better name. I don't know what Kazoo is. So third tackle. Up a Kazoo. Up a Kazoo. I love having this new microphone where I can mute it for a second. So fourth tackle now. 45 metres out here for the line. I hope Fiji don't have a score put through the bed. It is ominous though, considering how poor Australia were for the first 30. That was a good offload there from Connor to Tedesco to Munster to Crichton taking another 30. Ben says, I wonder how Parrish managed to become Samoa's coach. It really baffles me, man. Left hand side, Australia, Chansey, Addo-Carr back on the inside, try time. Oh no, wow. It's going to be a dropout, but I don't understand how Munster didn't score there. I can't believe Munster didn't score. I thought that ball bounced up perfectly. Addo-Carr is having himself a game, son. Addo-Carr is having himself a game. Look at this. Oh, the ball just didn't bounce well. So there's 25. Does Aston Villa have Kazoo on their jersey? I don't think so, yeah. But yeah, I thought it'd be Andrew Dons, but that was a healthy dose of wishful thinking on my part. Yeah, it's unfortunate there was Samoa because, they're going to go for a short kickoff, aren't they, Fiji? Okay. Best of luck, and it will actually work out for him. It will work out for them. Well done. Well done, Fiji. Oh, no, they've lost the ball. Yep, it's gone backwards. It's Australia's ball. Oh no, they're going to say knock on Australia. It was an unlucky bounce, Jacks, yeah. So Villiamy Kikau is down here. He's something wrong here. So it was a good kick there from Rugby Contest, to be fair. And it goes... Oh, I don't know. Are they saying this is a knock-on from Australia or Fiji? I think maybe they're saying knock-on from Fiji. I don't know. What happened here? So they go up and... I don't know. Smart makes this coming on to give Fiji a break, you bully. They actually have for a good part of this. They haven't been that great for the most part here, man.
They haven't.
They arguably have given them a bit of a break. How that was completed was, I meant, with some more. Brighton says, oh yeah, forward off Murray. Harry says, wait, why isn't Yo playing for us? They've rested all of the grand final players. So Regan Campbell-Gillard, Nathan Cleary, Liam Martin, Isaiah Yo. But I think that Liam Martin's just a bench player. I think that the starting team wouldn't have him in the starting lineup because Angus Crichton will be there alongside Cameron Murray in the back row, Isaiah Yo will be the lock. And then maybe, Jeremiah Nanai. But Nanai's had a good game today. Should have 2 tries. Alright, so it will be Fiji ball here, 15 minutes out. Kiko really doesn't look good. Yeah, no, he must have got clocked around the head there. So 31 minutes to go here of the game. Like I said, Fiji just don't want to give up 50 and would love to score one more try. Sandruga goes off and Manuel Leolavave. By the way, I did say as well back early, someone was like, oh, the over for Fiji was 6.5. And I said, this game was still finished with Fiji hitting 4. That was 3 minutes of the game. Fiji scored in the first 3 minutes. And I said that the score could stay the same. Like you could still see Fiji not score for the rest of the game. And I don't actually necessarily believe they do. Kami Kamitha comes on here for BKRmy kick-out with the HIA. And Leo Lavave is going to get... that's Sia Wong get taken down now at the 15. Don't know if you can be bothered, but washing my hands can help with this kind of shit. I can't be bothered. There's only 31 minutes to go, man. 31 minutes to go. Theos, come on the Aussies. Kick-out looking a little bit groggy. Yeah, kick-out's not looking exactly the most fantastic. So Apisa Kodasau here gets the ball 4 tackles. They've only made about 15 metres on this set so far. Terrible. And Kami Kamitha will get taken down to the 35 or so. Yeah, terrible set there from Fiji. 5th tackle. They've only made about maybe 25 metres. Not great. And the kick is dreadful too. That's a dreadful kick. And it's going to be Josh Hanakaka who brings his ball back now to the 35. Dreadful kick. They need to be doing much better than that, man. They need to be doing much better than that. So right hand side now for Australia. Gets his ball out to the 40. Murray Talangi, 2nd tackle here. 2nd tackle. I am looking forward to the rest of this tournament though. I think there is still some shocks to be had. I think people are going to be thinking it's very, same old, but I can sense a few surprises. I really feel, I get a big feeling Papua New Guinea surprise. Oh my god, Patrick Carrigan. Oh, what the shit, Patty Carrigan. What the shit. Esther says, good morning, Blaze. His jersey number's already hurting my eyes. Yeah, it hurts me mentally and physically because I have to read I have to say that player's name right, and it's so hard seeing Munster wearing the 7 because I think the halfbacks are going to say Cherry Evans, but it's not Cherry Evans, it's Munster, but he's wearing the 7. Or you've got Ben Hunt wearing the 3. You're just like, the shit, man. What the shit? But it is what it is. So 50 minutes gone here, guys. 50 minutes gone. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new around here. Let's get to 20,000 subscribers on this stream. So Fiji now get this ball to the 30 on their side of the field. Micah Sivo. No, there's no way it's a penalty. Settle down. Brighton says it got ripped out, but yeah, should have been better. Should have been better ball control. Yeah, it's definitely not on. So 25 says everything's hurting my eyes. Fair enough. I know what you're saying. I know what you're feeling. I know what you're feeling, son. So 42 metres out, 2nd tackle. Tomorrow, 3 streams though. Gee whiz. Tomorrow we've got 3 streams. That's going to be big, man. Start at 10:30. Oh, we'll probably start. Yeah, we'll start. No, we won't start at 10:30. We'll start at maybe 11. Half an hour beforehand. But the only reason we did an hour beforehand tonight was because obviously it was the first game of the World Cup. Just so disappointed. It really was a fizzler. It was a real big fizzler of a game, man. It had so much potential, but just didn't live up to it. So up it goes now, and Fiji knock on. Fiji knock on. So Australia now get the ball here about 15 metres out from the red line. I can tell you right now, Australia scoring 100 versus... what? Chisholm says having White on bench and not starting halves hurts my eyes. White's nowhere close to starting halves. White will never start the halves ever for Australia. Ever. He's not even close to starting the halves. We've got Munster and we've got Cleary, or we've got Munster and we've got Cherry Evans. White would never get a spot in the halves. Ever. What? White's not here to be in the halves, mind you. White's here to be in the centres. As a 14. Like, he's not in the halves at all. White's never been here for a halves position. That's a 40-20 if that goes out. That's a 40-20, and it will be a 40-20. That's a nice kick. Is that Ben Hunt? That's a fantastic kick. No, Harry Grant. Oh, look at that hook. Look at that hookers. Jack says Australia have played pretty bad this game. A lot of errors. They can still take positives off the game, though. They have a few plays out. Yeah. There's still positives, but in the same sense, like, yeah, it's been a pretty average game here for Australia, but yet they're still going to win pretty convincingly. But it has been, but that's a great kick from Harry Grant. That's a real pinger. So Australia here, 8 metres out. Who's going to score? Take your pick. Right outside. Oh, geez, Nano trying to go for his double there. Second tackle, 8 metres out. Nano's had a really solid game, man. Spider makes his well. Good on you, Fiji, for holding on. Aussie should be 40 plus by now. Be very careful what you say, man. Third tackle here, 5 metres out. And Australia, Harry Grant. Try time, bang. Be very careful what you say, man. Try time, Australia. So it'll be 28-4 here with a hit to come. And here they come. It's batting 34. That's a great run by Harry Grant. Hey, there you go. We've got Grant. We've got Grant here for X Factor. We've got Grant here for X Factor's bet there. Harry Grant. That was nice there. He just scrolled across, then went bang, boom. Scrolled across, and then went bang. So it's about to be 34 here. You would assume they get this kick. Here. If I sit from about 6 to 10:30 or something, I won't be tired for the games. There you go. Jack says, Grant moving himself into the starting hooker role. Yeah, he's had a really good game tonight, but in the same sense, like, do you want that? Like, he's shown how good he can be off the bench when the teams are tired. I actually think that, no, he's actually playing himself into that 14 role specifically because he's shown that he comes on and then kills them with his speed and with his elusiveness. He's having a very good game here. Harry Grant, who's had a really poor season, realistically. He's not had a great season at all. Harry Grant's not had a fantastic season at all with the Storm. Hold on one second. Misfit Rank says, Harry Grant has been a bit of an impact since he's come on the field. He's been really good, man. He's been really, really good. Really good. But alright, so Valentine Holmes here to take the kick and he will slap it on through. Boy oh boy. So 30-4. I reckon Australia hit maybe 54-4. 34-4, 36-4, something like that. Yeah, I'd say maybe 56-4. Brian Roberts says, poor season in terms of what people expected, but really wasn't that bad at all. Wasn't bad, but in the same sense, wasn't what we would have expected him to play like. But he wasn't bad. Eddie Curiator says, if Cleary was playing fullback, who would kick, you reckon? Him or Holmes? What? Oh, if Cleary was playing halfback, sorry, who would kick, you reckon? I'd say that Holmes will still kick. I think Holmes is safer. I think Holmes is safe, to be honest with you, man. There's his wow, 30 points now. Mate, this is a low score for a show. But then again, there's oh wow, that's a huge hit. Connor's been like knocked out there. I think Connor's knocked out. Well, Connor's not playing next week. Wow, look at this. And a head clash. Oh, he's knocked out. Yeah, he got knocked out. Oh, he got knocked out. He's out before he hit the fly. He won't be playing. Jeez, that is rough to see, man. He got knocked out. That's head clash there. Is that Twikami Kamitha? Is that the head of Kami Kamitha and Harry Grant and Ruben Cotter? Oh, that's rough. Oh, that sucks. That is really bad. That is really bad, that tackle. At least he's up and walking here, but he won't be playing next week. So he'll be out for the 11-day concussion protocol. So he definitely won't be playing next week against, I think it was Italy. No, Scotland, sorry. Oh, man. That's cranium to the eye. Yikes. Oh, every time. Stop showing it, please. Stop showing it. Yeah, it's at least 2 weeks break for Connor. I hope he's all good. Yeah, he won't be playing next week and might not even play the week after. And it's crazy that, yeah, Kami Kamitha will come out too, which means that more than likely he'll actually miss the next week for Fiji, which would suck. Unless he passes his concussion protocol, which I don't think he will. This could be bad for Fiji, because to be Kami Kamitha being out for next week's game against Italy would be poor. Fiji still should win, but in the same sense, that's tough for Fiji. That's a big loss. We said Gate Varata, assistant head coach. Harry said, didn't even look up straight when he got hit. Wow, it was bad to watch. Yeah, it was really full on. Yeah, even Kami Kamitha was going up to that. Yeah, well, of course. Like, that head clash was just insane. So, Sydney wasn't directly here to put the ball inside. 56 minutes gone here. 36 minutes gone. Any Kiri says, yeah, I was going to say that. Spike Max says, is that all you got? 30? Come on, you can do better than that. So-called League Nation. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. So, Travojevic comes on here for Cotter. I actually am going to look forward to people saying that Australia are now done and can't win the World Cup after winning this game by 30-odd, 40-odd points. Because it will happen. People will come out and say Australia trash, not doing shit. That's a penalty to England, to Fiji there. You watch. There'll be people who come out and say Australia can't win the World Cup. It's going to be New Zealand or Fiji, New Zealand or England or whatnot. So John Trelawney comes on here for Kami Kamitha, and I'm going to sit back and I'm going to enjoy it because happens all the time, man. They don't win by 100 points, and then you get Muppets coming out and saying, oh. So second tackle in Fiji, 2 minutes out of the line. Go and count your World Cups and combine them. So left-hand side in for Fiji, they'll be taken down to the 10. Second tackle here. Bro, England would barely beat this Fiji team. Oh, well. It's hard to have that kind of thought process after what we saw this morning, but third tackle here, 6 meters out of the line. Oh, sorry, fourth tackle here. Well, that just went from second to fourth, and so close. Nakumbuai, he'll be 1 meter out from the line here, fifth tackle. Can Fiji? Coruscant gives it off, that's a knock on. Oh my god, Talangi was so close with the intercept. Knock forward from Australia? I thought it was knock on from Fiji. I'm surprised. I thought that was a knock on from Fiji. Fiji won to me, got first try. Okay, but. Oh, yeah, Australia shouting this. I thought Fiji knocked this ball on first here. Yeah, well, wouldn't that be a knock on there? Because he's touched the ball and then I'm pretty sure it's a knock on Fiji. That's always called a knock on there. That's always called a knock on. Are they saying it's not a knock on against Fiji? That's. Yeah, challenge is successful. I was going to say, it's definitely Australia's ball. It's definitely a knock on Fiji. What? Wait, what are they saying here? Oh, that's right, because Fiji lost their challenge, so it's definitely Australia. So it should be Australia's ball here. Oh wait, no, it's not. What's going on here? That was a definite knock on there against Fiji. But Fiji don't have a challenge. So what, did Australia just challenge that? And then if they were successful, because Fiji doesn't have a challenge because they lost it with BKRmy kick out. What just happened just then? What just happened just then? Because they said challenge successful and then gave the ball to Fiji, but if the challenge is successful, how is that not Australia's ball? And because Fiji don't have a challenge left, they lost it with BKRmy kick out. Am I losing my mind here? I possibly could be. So left hand side in for Fiji. Good hands. Oh, knock on. Knock on. Fiji Islander, bro. I'm going to tell you something, alright? I understand you're passionate about your team, but don't try it, eh? Like, come on, man. Like, ball went back. No, it doesn't, right? Fact of the matter is, right, 2 tries for Australia have been taken away here. You know there's been some pretty dodgy calls in this game. Fact of the matter is, this is a positive one here for you. Don't try it, bro. Don't try it. Like, it's a positive result here for Fiji. I love Fiji. I support Fiji all the time. This is a good result here for my boys. But settle it down, eh? Because, like, you're very well aware that went forward there, and don't be saying leave it as if, like, I'm going to leave it because you tell me to leave it. Like, no. Like, that was clearly not on there. And the fact of the matter is that they said challenge successful, right? Challenge successful when Fiji don't have a challenge. So how is the challenge successful and Australia don't get the ball? That makes no sense. It's common sense here. How does the challenge be successful and the ball end up in Fiji's hands? Fiji says, mate, time out. No. Time out. You're boring, man. Bro, get out of here, man. So, third tackle here. Enjoy this loss, bro. Like, I love Fiji, but enjoy the loss, man. Like, if you want to be a dick, enjoy the loss. So, fourth tackle here for Australia. That's the weird thing. Fijians, like, I love Fiji. I am always the biggest advocate of Fiji. I have no idea why someone would be trying to be antagonistic right now in this stream. Like, I don't want to enjoy watching Fiji get pumped, but if you want me to enjoy it, I can enjoy the score that's currently being put on there. So it's going to be Australia ball 10 minutes out. Alright, Fiji Islander, we can watch this next set here. Try to get the ball 10 minutes out of the line. Brighton says, oh no, the pressure got to an easy try. It could have been an easy try. So Fiji will grab this ball here. Fiji will grab this ball. Why would a Fijian have a crack at me? Interesting. I can't believe a Fijian would have a crack at me. And my daughter is literally returning, bro. So 10 metres out here from the line. And it's going to be Jay Javoyevich here. He's 3 minutes out from the line. Second tackle. 20 minutes to go here, guys. 20 minutes to go. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. I think someone's just a little bit upset that his team's getting pumped. Harry Grant, right inside. Jerry gives it off to Tedesco. Tedesco steps inside there. And it's try time. And it's going to be 34-4 here. James Tedesco with a try time. Do you enjoy that one, Fiji Islander? Nice word there from Jimmy T. Jimmy Tedesco. Big bang boom, baby. So 25 since he won't leave it. Like Fiji left Australia and scored 5 tries. So Tedesco there. Easy day. It's 90 minutes to go. Guys, I get people are emotional and passionate and whatnot, but like I'm not even. I've not shit on Fiji once in this game. This is a positive result here for Fiji. Like this is a positive result for Fiji. You take so many positives out of this game. Like that first half was fantastic, and they're just getting tired now. Like it is what it is. Harris, when your daughter grows up, will you ensure she goes to the Titans? Absolutely. Or if she watches sport, she'll be a Titans fan, that's for sure. That's for sure. When I go over to Fiji, I'll be taking over heaps of Titans stuff for sure. Nilecast, do you think Ireland win tomorrow? Yes, I do. I think Ireland... Oh, yes, they're not playing Lebanon or New Zealand. Yes, Ireland play... is it Greece? I think it is Greece, isn't it? No. Who do Ireland play?
I forgot.
I forgot. So Valheim is to make it 36-4 here. Should be okay. Oh, Jamaica. Oh, yeah. Bro. Ireland definitely win against Jamaica, bro. So Valheim's here to make it 36-4, and he will not do it. Oh, no, he does get it. No, sorry, he does get it. Okay, 36-4. No, I could beat Jamaica. They lost to Cumbria, bro. They literally lost to a team called Cumbria. Right. They literally lost to a team named Cumbria. 36-4, a great score. Brian Robinson says Val really has improved as a kicker. Yeah, absolutely. He's had a really good season this year, man. Harry says, I've got the tickets for Australia vs New Zealand next week, the SCG. Hopefully it doesn't get rained out. What sports? Oh, cricket, yeah. Luke Keary playing for us. Yeah, you're still not going to do too well this tournament, but you'll be okay with it. You're not like winning or anything like that. Like you'll be lucky if you get past Lebanon. Lebanon versus Ireland will be a good game, man. Lebanon versus Ireland will be a good game. Left-hand side for Australia, and they'll be still going here. Jack White's on the field now. And oh my God, look their away again here, Australia. It's going to be Crichton gets this ball to the halfway point, third tackle. Let's just mass Australia 9 times Fiji score. I don't want Fiji to get beaten badly here, but so White came on for Munster and comes on for Murray. Left hand side, and now Australia get taken out at 15. Ben says, I wonder how Lebanon will play against the Kiwis. Kiwis will win for sure, but Lebanon almost edged it. Oh, here we go. Australia kicks it through. Oh, I don't think it's played out. I don't know if that's played out. Oh, that's a good take there from Fiji, actually. So Fiji get the ball to hit the 15. I wonder how Lebanon will play against the Kiwis. Kiwis will win for sure, but Lebanon almost edged out Tonga last cup. Maybe a similar game to this. I think Lebanon will give it a real solid go, man. They've got some good halves, but their team in general is pretty average. But their spine's pretty solid. In Dewey, Mitchell Moses, Jacob Kraz. Who's their hooker, though? I'm not sure. Their hooker. That's probably their weakest link. But their forwards overall are a bit average, and their back lines are okay. Oh, it's okay. Alright, fit tackle of Fiji at the halfway point, kick this one down to the corner. Oh, jeez, good catch there. At least it hasn't been raining like it looked like it was going to be before the game started. Fiji need to not give up 50. Like I said, at half-time, their thought process would be not give up 50 and score one try. That would be a massive positive. Adokar here, gets taken down 35 metres out, nearly broke away though. Yeah, I think it's definitely obvious that New Zealand win the game, but Lebanon will give a good shout. They will give a good shout there. Ryder Cup is the last World Cup. Tonga beat New Zealand 28-22 and beat Lebanon 24-22. Yeah, so the last World Cup's not the same New Zealand team at all. But I will also say that, New Zealand will not be losing to Tonga if they play them this time, I don't believe. Right outside here, Nanai could be away here. Nanai could be away, offloads it outside to Talangi. Talangi here, taking out the 20. Their name hooker is Michael Tanus. Yeah, I'm not too sure. Name rings a bell, but I'm not too sure. It's fit tackle here. It's been offloaded backwards, it's fine. Paddy Carrigan can't get the ball away. He's still going here, and it's going to be just... I don't understand why he's trying to get the ball away there. Like, he had an opportunity at one stage and just didn't throw it. Alright, so fit tackle there. Yeah, it's definitely pride in the jersey for Fiji here. It's been a very, very good performance here from Fiji in regards to showing pride. Something that Samoa did not do. Something Samoa did not do at all. 14 minutes to go here. Harry says, can't wait to sleep after this game. Oh, you betcha. And wake up for New Zealand, Lebanon, Arsenal, Leeds United, and Barcelona, Madrid. Big night. Liverpool, Man City's tomorrow night too. So 4 tackle now. Australia plays Scotland and Coventry next week. 4 tackling. Misfit says, the Kiwis underestimated Tonga in the last World Cup. The Kiwis underestimated Tonga. Yeah, they did. Well, Kiwis just weren't good last week. Last year, last World Cup, absolutely. So Australia now, Murray Talangi gets his ball to the 35. I've already spoken. I streamed for the England-Samoa game, Theo, so if you want to go check my thoughts out, go out to the end of that stream, because I went off at Matt Parrish and Samoa. But yeah, the Kiwis just weren't great that last tournament, Misfit. It just wasn't theirs at all. Oh, look at the ball on the inside there, and Tedesco's still going here. Fiji Islands just can't believe you muted me, bro. Well, if you're going to be a muppet, then you get muted. Like, it is what it is. Especially at this time of the morning. Obviously, I'm extremely tired, and to deal with someone who's trying to obviously clearly troll, you're going to need time out. Kicks it through here. Adokar. Big bang boom. Try time. Adokar, try time. Adokar, the try time. Baby. Try time. 44, he would hit to come. Oh, yeah, Jay as well. I don't do the timeouts, bro. But at the same time, I did say to Jay to time him out. This says the Fox again. Mate, the Fox has had a great game here. Like, who hasn't had a bad game? Also, who hasn't had a good game, sorry. But, like, Tino hasn't... I think he played in the first 20 minutes. Hasn't played since. Hasn't played since, man. Fiji says, bro, I wound him up, but sure. Yeah, you were. Yeah, you were. And you didn't learn your lesson, so you kept going, so that's why you got timed out. Like, if That's the thing, man. Like, I get you passionate. I get you love your team. I love your team. Like, I have love for both these teams. I don't lose in this game. I love both of these teams. I don't want to see Australia win by a lot, but at the same time, I also want to see Australia win by a lot. Like, I want to see Fiji win by a lot, but I also don't want to see Fiji win by a lot. I don't have any. I don't lose at all in this game, realistically, right? But yeah, if you're going to obviously try and get a reaction, then you're going to get done out. Like, it is what it is. But we move on, man. It's all good. It's all good. We move on. We have a laugh. But you try and get a troll and you get done out. Niall says Tina played well first 20 minutes. Tina was the best player on the field for the first 20 minutes. So Val Holmes here to make it 42-4. And oh, we got it. Just hit the post and goes in. Hit the post and goes in. Bears man says Grant just turned up the heat. Mate, Grant probably gets man of the match. I think Grant probably gets man of the match. Harry says Ray Carrigan and Cotter today, the two big debutants off the bench out of 10. Carrigan's been pretty solid. I'd say 9. And I'd say Cotter didn't really get enough time. Maku Productions says, what are your thoughts on PNG versus Samoa? PNG versus Samoa? I don't think they play, do they? I don't think Papua New Guinea versus Samoa will play. Papua New Guinea are in Tonga's group. Unless you're asking me about Tonga versus Papua New Guinea in a couple of days' time. It's all good for Fiji Islander, don't sweat it, man. It's not like you got hit.
It's not the end of the world, man. Don't worry, man.
Don't worry, we'll be on the same team in your eyes in a week's time. Hold on. So, 10 minutes to go here, guys. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you are new around here. Market Productions, yeah, PNG vs Tonga. I think it's going to be a massive game, man. I really believe that Papua New Guinea could get the upset win. But I think Tonga's still definitely going to be favourites. Oh, Tina Fast Malone back on. Here he is. Here comes Tina. Here comes Tina. Tina back on. But you know, I think that Tonga probably still win. But I would honestly say that 13-1 odds for Papua New Guinea is outrageous. They may be surprise packet. Oh, Australia hit her away. Australia hit her away. Get the ball out the back. That's a knock on. That's a knock on. Donna's just got up from bed. I can't wait to get into bed. I can't wait to get into the bed and have a sleep. Oh yes. Oh yes. 10 minutes to go. Fiji Islanders competing for win. I would love to see it, man. That would be such a big shock. And it'd be such an awesome moment for Papua New Guinea, man. They love their rugby league, man. Thea says, who will Australia play next game? They play Scotland next week in Coventry. They play Scotland. They'll win that game by a good 60. But Scotland are actually meant to be the third favourites in this group. Italy are actually, they've really regressed a lot since their days of playing with Tedesco. They looked okay with Tedesco, but obviously they don't have him anymore. He's playing right now for Australia. Japan and Samoa, well, at least they give a shit. Whether Papua New Guinea win or not, like, they'll at least give a shit. If I'm Australia, I'll be upset if we don't get 50. I think they'll get 50. I think they will. I wouldn't be upset. Let's oh, that's a huge hit there from Val Holmes. I'm not gonna. I won't go as far as I'll be upset, but I'll be. Let's not play that. Oh, Fiji's still going here. Fiji's still going here. Chance here. Oh, pass the ball, Nguama. Nguama's got to pass that ball there. I wouldn't be upset. Fit tackle as well. But I would be perplexed that they didn't hit 50, is what I would say. But it's not upsetting. Brian Robinson, I wouldn't even say annoyed. I'd just be like, should have known better. Move on. Kami Kamitha comes on for Vuniyawa. I will remind you guys though, this team has not played together at any stage. Fiji played last week, England played last week. You know, Samoa played mid-season test, Papua New Guinea, Tonga, New Zealand. All these teams have played. This is the first game Australia played in 3 years, and three quarters of this team were not around 3 years ago. So, you know, Harry Grant left inside of Tedesco. Tedesco breaks. Look at this from Tedesco. Tedesco's had a great game too, mind you. Just want to throw that out there. He won't get the credit, but he's had a great game as well. That's another knock on there for Australia. Look at all these knock-ons from Australia. Like they're still playing pretty average, but they're still going to score 42 points right now. Brian Robinson says, "Harry mate, did you watch the first half? Fiji didn't muck around. Yeah, Fiji played very well in the first half. Jack says Fiji should be proud of this game. Absolutely, they're lucky that the Aussies have haven't been playing that good. They should be at least 60 points. Yeah. But Fiji were very good in their first half. They're very, very good. Harry says, alright, man, I'm going to get ready for bed and put my phone after charge. But there's NC tonight. Mate, have a good one. I appreciate it, man. We'll see you tonight for another big 3 stream, actually, yeah. Lebanon, New Zealand, Italy, Scotland, and penalty to Fiji. Italy, Scotland, and Jamaica versus Ireland. There we go. We just allowed tries to go to. Yeah, we had 2 tries. It should have been tries this that as well, actually. No, right. Misfit ranks people trashing Australia's performance are acting like this is Australia's A team. There's that too, but in the same sense, like, it's just one of those games, man. They're just not being fantastic this game. And this game doesn't change my opinion of Australia at all. Boys still play better than Samoa for England. Oh, bro, this performance was way better than Samoa. Way better than Samoa for Fiji. Way better. Not even close. Fiji played well in this game. They're playing Australia. Oh, that's a huge hit. Oh, there's nothing wrong with that tackle. I don't think there was anything wrong with that tackle. Is it past the horizontal, maybe? I don't know. I don't think that tackle was anything bad. The comments are saying how bad that tackle was. Let's have a look here. Oh, barely. Settle down. Settle down, mate. What's wrong with that tackle? There's nothing wrong with that tackle. No, I think they're saying it was past the horizontal, Brighton. No. Sasha says, get around the Fiji boys despite the squad. They gave it a good go. Exactly right. They did. So second tackle here for Fiji. They're 5 metres out here for the line. 5 metres out for the line. Left-hand side. Gives it off here. Be great to see him score right now. Villiam kick out. 5 metres out. Oh, I thought he lost that ball. So third tackle now for Fiji. 5 metres out. Tangi Tuimua comes on here. Puts the ball into the hands of Kamika Mitha, who can take down 3 metres out. 4 tackle now. Tangi Tuimua. Left-hand side. Villiam kick out. No, Australia no to lock down that one. They don't lock down that one. Serge 25 oh yeah, found a YouTuber who had the worst I've ever heard. Put the magic in 9 balls and 10. Oh, Fiji, try time. Fiji. Sunda Taruva, try time for Fiji. And that's a positive, man. That's a positive for Fiji, man. They'll take that. They will take that to the bank. So 42 to 8 to come, and it will be 42 to 10. Sunda Taruva there with a try. You're okay with this result, Fijians. You're okay with it. You're okay with it. Good on him. Riley Caffey's the last try wins. You say that, and the Australia probably still score again, but in the same sense for the time being. Yeah, there you go. I'll take it. Yeah, you'll take it. To get double figures, you'll be very happy with it. Like I said, Fiji have a successful game if they don't give up 50 and score another try for the rest of the second half. And that's exactly what they've done here. They haven't given up 50 and they've scored a try. So you'll take it. Skillful little touch there. Mate, that was nice. So Troy was a good player. It's just, guys, you've got to remember, this is going up against the best team in the world in Australia. Jack says, it looked like the Dylan Brown try against Bulldogs a few months ago. So Brandon Wakem here, a kick success, 0 for 1. He should be able to get this one, though. It has been pretty bad conditions at times, but it's alright. And Wakem will miss the kick. You got to be getting those kicks, Wakem. You got to be getting those kicks. Could say Aussies lacked. Aussies did lack in this game. There's no doubt about that. They'll still take this win by a decent bit, but like it's definitely been a lucky performance. Better than some also. My question is, which country will take the World Cup? I still think it's Australia, mate, but in the same sense, I think people will underestimate them after this week. New Zealand is still a really good shout. You know, I think England are going to get overrated after this week. I think that game was realistically a lot more of a showing about Samoa than anything, but if people want to believe England are going to win it, then cool. It'll be Australia or New Zealand in the final against either England or Tonga. I think, you know, I want to wait to see how Tonga play first before I start talking about Tonga. I want to wait and see how Tonga play first. Santa Kelson says, want to play Taruva is he'll have a great World Cup Fiji this year. Yep, absolutely. So Fiji taking down now at the 34 tackle. Bright Robert says, I don't think it's a good idea for people to give Oz the underdog tag. It'll happen, mate. You watch. English fans will say they've won the World Cup already. Look at them. Look at how they celebrated that game against bloody Samoa. If you follow me on... Oh, no, I don't think I shared it, but... Actually, no, I did. Put it on Instagram. If you follow me on Instagram, go and look at my story. Like the way they celebrate is if they've won the World Cup. Cooper Crong says England beat Fiji 50-0 too. A warm-up match. Very different. But it was a good result from today, but that was a warm-up match. That had no representation. That Fiji team was nowhere near as good as this team today. And there's a reason why. Viliama Kikau wasn't playing, Apisa Konsau wasn't playing, Sonia Taruva wasn't playing. There was a whole heap of changes. You know, that warm-up match meant nothing. It was a warm-up match. That's the whole point of a warm-up match. So right outside for Australia at the 45. And good little offload there for Murray Talangi. Tedesco kicks. Oh, that's not going to be played out though. That's not gone there for Australia. Not gone for Australia. 1 minute to go here, ladies and gentlemen. 1 minute to go. Hit that big old thumbs up button, subscribe. I appreciate you for tuning in all the way since 4 a.m. in the morning. And we'll get some good sleep. Are they saying Munster man of the match? Munster man of the match is an interesting call. I would have said Harry Grant. I would have said Harry Grant should be man of the match, to be honest with you. Yeah, how is Munster the man of the match, Brighton? I disagree. I think either Harry Grant or Joshua Carr. That's interesting. Market Productions just trust me, PNG will take the World Cup. Bro, no. Like, I love the confidence, but no. I would love it to happen though, man. I'll be here streaming your game, Tonga versus Papua New Guinea on the week. Hope you're here, man. Definitely tune in for that one. It's going to be a big one, but I can't see Papua New Guinea winning. I could see Papua New Guinea, beating maybe Tonga, but I still think that when it comes to the quarterfinals, they'll probably lose to the team they play. But it'll be I think this will be a successful tournament for Papua New Guinea. Your back line is pretty fun to watch. Justin Olam, Alex Johnson. Your halves are shocking, but Xavier Coates. Good to lick. Oh, Fiji here. Chance forward pass. So there we go, guys. The end game will be the end score here will be 42-8 here to the Australians. Yeah, look, it wasn't. Don't damn you me again, bro. I don't think this guy understands that I'm not the one muting you. I'm not the one doing it, right? But in the same sense, there's probably a reason for why it's happened. But I haven't been the one muting you. But I appreciate you guys for tuning in. I'm going to jump off here for now. Obviously, I'll be back tonight doing all 3 games. 42-8 is the final score here. Fiji will be okay with it. They'll beat the other 2 teams they play. Australia will learn to play a lot better than this shit in their games in the next couple, but they've got 2 easy games as well. Like they've got Scotland and Italy, so they're expected to win those. But yeah, I'll be jumping off for now, guys. I'll see you guys in a few hours' time for the Lebanon, New Zealand, Italy, Scotland, and who's the other game? Jamaica versus Ireland game. Alright, guys. Thanks for watching. Catch you later.